How is Miko just bringing you around for the first time?
I know.
We see each other at Meijer. That's
I brought Jodi on because she has the most fabulous jewelry.
I have always loved vintage clothes, in particular coats.
I feel like what you do with jewelry, I like to do with furniture.
Gold or silver?
I'm a gold girl.
Jodi, are you Team Blake or Team Justin?
Oh, Team Justin.
His last best movie was Just Friends.
I watched Baby Girl. Wah, wah, wah.
You can't clip a bitch.
When I want to be alone, leave me alone.
It's kind of a problem, and it has been for years, and I've taken over,
How many closets?
I think maybe all of them.
All right, starting the episode off. Timer is going. Guess right from the get-go. We're doing this right now.
Jodi!
I know. Miko, I'm going to let you introduce Jodi.
Our guest today is my friend from many, many, many years ago. When did we meet? Junior high. No, before junior high. Bible school.
Yes.
Yeah.
80s.
In Little Hope, Michigan.
Yep.
My friend, who I like to call Jodi Boyce.
Of course. Always, forever, Jodi Boyce.
Yeah.
Jodi Bromley is our guest today. Thank you for coming to here with us. I remember your wedding. Why do I remember your wedding so vividly?
Wow.
And did you have the Michigan marching band there?
Yeah. Well, not the band, but it was played.
Yeah. And
Victor's
like a
was
Michigan cake.
Thank you for remembering.
I totally
this.
remember
Thank you.
all of that.
I
And it was
can't
at the
wait
Great
to
Hall.
tell my family.
I remember because you got buried that cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your husband go to Michigan?
His
Or just
father,
longtime
his
fan?
father did, and then
Okay.
brainwashed the entire family.
Got it.
So that's where that all started.
Okay.
But yeah, there was a football cake. The groom's cake was a football cake with the black M. So
Yeah.
I love that you remember
I
that.
totally remember. You had a big, beautiful dress.
Thank you. Yeah.
I
Was it a big wedding?
It was pretty big.
You
Yeah.
had a lot of people.
Yeah. It was pretty
And
big.
I was single-ish. I don't know. Floating around there with somebody. I'm sure I had a date.
I think you brought a date.
Very memorable.
I
as you can tell.
don't think there was people our age that were single for you. I think you brought a date.
I'm sure I brought a date. Yeah.
Now, you
I'm
had a smaller
confident I
wedding.
brought
Did
a
you
date.
have a groom's cake?
No.
I didn't
I
either.
barely had a wedding cake.
Do you? So the only time I've ever seen a groom's cake is in Steel Magnolias.
Yeah.
When it's like the
The
armadillo.
armadillo.
Yes.
And it was red in the inside.
Yeah.
Ours wasn't that crazy. It was
Okay.
just a football cake. Yeah.
It was cute.
No, it's still awesome.
What year?
Okay. So,
95.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
all right. So Miko's longtime friend, my new best friend. I
Yes.
just found out that Jodi lives here in town. And I feel like I've already bonded with you. We need to hang.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Back educated.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Cheers on that.
Cheers,
Yes.
cheers,
Cheers.
cheers.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank you. Yes.
All
How
right.
is Miko just bringing you around for the first
I
time?
know.
I don't know, but I mean, we see each other at Meijer. That's I mean, so
We catch up real
we
quick.
catch up
at
real
Meijer.
quick, and then Barry's standing there all geared up, sweating. Like,
Yeah.
are you two
or
done
you've
yet?
been with your mom.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Wow, your husband goes grocery shopping with you?
Yes, he goes grocery shopping by himself too.
Really? I think
he's
man.
good at it.
Since we've lived in Midland, Chris has stepped in Meijer maybe 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Uh-huh.
that.
Oh,
does
yeah.
does he do shipped?
No. No, he just tells me that
He
there's
does
no food.
Katie.
And then I say, what would you like to have? And he's like, more food. But he won't like nothing
get it
specific.
here.
Meat.
Yeah.
I just need meat.
Meat.
Which she
So.
supplies anyway.
Yes. My husband's a big hunter.
Okay.
So, but yeah. so I'll
he
do,
just then he needs the stuff to go with, not the meat.
oh no, he's big like carnivore guy.
Okay.
He makes the meat. He smokes the meat.
Yes.
Grills it. Like all of
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he says he's a big carnivore guy. But I'm telling you, after a couple glasses of wine, the Doritos and French onion come out of the closet, and he's mowing down on that. So
Well, you can't go wrong with the
It's
Doritos.
still carb free ish. Tortilla with cheese is Doritos.
yeah,
And the dip is just sour cream.
I think it's all chemicals and a little bit of dairy.
Well, I mean, regardless, it has the red dye that's going to be banned soon.
Right? Yeah.
What are we going to do
I don't
without the
know.
red dye?
It's in everything.
What do you love so much that has red dye in it?
Doritos.
Do you really?
No, I like Doritos.
What else?
I do love Cheez-Its.
I love
Toasted.
cheeses too.
Oh.
Have you had the
Toasted
extra
Cheez-Its.
toasted?
Yep. And I do love all dressed chips, which, by the way, Lisa
Yeah.
Kiefer bought me a bag you can now get it somewhere in Michigan.
Really?
It's not just a Canadian chip.
Okay, so then that probably has wicked red dye in it, where the Canadian one probably has like healthy red dye in it.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever had all dressed chips?
Oh yeah, I worked
No,
with a
those
girl
are-
who used to bring Canadian food in.
Yes.
And we would all fall on it. Like,
Yes.
Old Dutch ones are my favorite. Oh yeah, that's what it is.
So
Old
good.
Dutch. Right?
She had the Ruffles.
Okay.
Oh, I think. Or
They're big on a
Oh,
variety of
Frito-Lay makes
Ruffles.
an
Frito-Lay, yeah.
all dressed chip too, which I think
Yeah.
a Ruffle is a Frito-Lay chip.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not
This
sure.
is
feel
not
like
a
I
paid
know.
advertisement.
Yeah, anyway.
All right, Nico, why'd you bring Jodi on today?
I brought Jodi on because she has the most fabulous jewelry. And if you don't follow her already, follow her on Instagram. It's Harper J Designs, right?
Harper J Vintage Design.
Vintage Designs. Okay.
But that should get you close enough.
So
to get
let
you
me
there.
show you one of the pieces because I have two to start. Okay, so this awesome little piece here. Can we do I don't even know.
Chad, come take a picture of this, please.
So tell us how you make these. So you repurpose.
Yes.
Tell us your mission,
Yes.
of
Okay.
your company, all of it.
Like the whole background and all of it.
Okay. Well, I have always loved vintage clothes. In particular, coats. I have a slight problem with coats, collecting coats, and so I've always loved vintage clothes and not costumey. But although I'm in for
Yeah.
Halloween and
Yeah.
any kind of an occasion to dress up for like that, but it kind of just started like seeing all these old vintage pieces that were just kind of forgotten. And so, and what could be done with them instead? You know, keychains and buttons on an old suit or something. And it kind of evolved into what else can I do with that? And I'm big on repurposing. If I stand around long enough, I'll be like, how can I redo that?
Okay.
Oh, love
Yeah.
it. Come over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So did you go to school for design?
No.
Okay.
No. So I've always liked fashion
Okay.
and in particular vintage. And I have always liked vintage jewelry. So
Okay.
they kind of just meshed together that way.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
did you start?
It's been, well, I had just gotten the puppies. So it's been about 6 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this like this is your full-time gig?
This is my full-time gig.
Okay,
So
nice.
I am in charge of me and
Yeah.
I get to take vacation when I want
Yeah.
and all that. So that's probably one of the coolest parts.
What
too.
was your very first piece? Do you remember that you sold?
Oh, well, my very first piece that I sold was to my sister-in-law, and it was a red button necklace, and she still wears it. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I have an earlier piece of yours.
I remember.
An LV.
I remember
necklace.
that.
I totally forgot to put it on today, but I had it in the chain.
I
and
remember
it's like
that.
longer, and it sits like right here.
Yep.
It's really pretty. It's
I
really
love,
simple.
thank you. I remember that exact piece, but this is one of my new favorites that you have
Yeah,
on
I
today.
love it.
I love that Gucci crest.
Yep.
That
And-
vintage crest, and that was that Gucci charm. That was from a handbag. That was an inside zipper pull.
Okay.
This was?
Yeah,
And then where is the evil eye thing?
that is from another charm bracelet. That was something I just took apart. I love to take
Oh.
apart other. If I find a vintage charm bracelet,
And you do all of this work yourself.
yeah,
So so your very first piece that obviously came from like a luxury item.
Yes.
Where did you pick that item up from?
the piece that I made it
Yeah,
from, I found it on eBay.
Okay.
Yes. But you have to be really careful because if we scrolled right now on Instagram and we looked at repurposed jewelry,
Yeah.
I would say that probably 99% of them are using fake things.
Okay.
And it drives me nuts.
Can you tell just by looking at it? Or
Immediately.
like, obviously if you pick it up, it's going to be not as
But I can tell immediately. As a matter of fact, I told you that I was just in Savannah with my sister-in-law, and we went into the shop, and we had been told to go into the shop by they told us to go in there by different gals, and we had devised a pre-code that my sister-in-law was like, I want you to tell me when we see these if they're real or not.
Okay.
And she said, you're going to say, don't make my brown eyes blue. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, God. Okay. All right. So we get into the shop, which was a beautiful shop. And they had gorgeous things, but here's the jewelry case. And I looked at her and I was like, well, how am I going to sing some Crystal Gale? In here? Like, yes.
Yeah.
This is all, and it's mass produced buttons
Okay.
that are just factory mass produced, and they're everywhere now. And there's all these charms and zipper pulls and buttons that are all fake. And so if we brought up repurposed jewelry
Yes.
on Instagram, I could be like fake, 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 fake.
So that's interesting that you say
in
that.
Chanel in particular.
So when
And they allow that.
So when Miko told me that she ran into you, did you run into her at Meyer?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wanted
New
to have you
Year's
on the podcast. I immediately looked you up on Instagram. That is the first time I had a repurposed jewelry thing in my feed. Now, because your stuff will pop up in my feed.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
but there's
everywhere.
companies. I'm like, how do they get so much stuff to be able to like have?
'Cause it's
To
fake.
be that makes so much sense because yours is one of a kind.
Yeah.
It's on there.
Yeah.
And
It
like,
sells.
It
Yeah.
sells so fast that I'm like, I'll see it on your story and I'm like, oh my gosh, go to your website and it's gone.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm
So
glad you
that's-
said that because that drives me nuts. I have had people be really nasty, and I like to say salty
Yeah.
because I'm trying to be nice. They're salty.
Yes.
The messages to me, this is sold out. These are all gone. Everything's sold out, and I want to say that's because it's real, and I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I didn't order 25 from so and so's shop that is all fake.
Yeah.
So that's
You
why.
actually had to buy it
I
somewhere.
had to hunt it down.
Yeah.
And I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see your process.
Like this. Oh no, wait. I dropped
Hold
something
on.
That's okay.
I wanted to show you this, you ladies as well. This is not designer, but I brought this specifically to show you this charm.
Oh my God. No. Fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh, it spins. Look at this.
'Cause you
guys.
can-
Oh,
So
so
you
then you
can
can
just-
say what?
What did it
You-
land
Fuck
on?
you, fuck me,
Yes.
fuck this.
Fuck off.
That's
That's
funny.
because I'm longtime listener, first time guest.
time. Yes.
I knew that you would appreciate
You.
that.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh my God.
That's
That is
hilarious.
precious.
So I knew you'd appreciate
Yeah.
that. So I specifically brought that to show you. But okay, so like this. This is what I'm working from. Okay, so
Okay, I want that whole
That's what
bracelet.
I have, and
Okay.
lots of people think this is a charm bracelet.
Yeah.
but it is not. It's a bag charm, like strap to strap.
Okay.
Okay.
So I take that apart. So that's
is
what I have.
gorgeous.
That's, like when people say like what they're sold out. It's because that's what I'm working from.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time I find something,
Yeah.
And are you super picky? I'm sure. you are,
Yes.
about the quality that you
Yes.
find
Yes.
vintage, right? So you get wherever
Yeah.
you source it from, it's got to be not only authentic.
absolutely.
And will you share
Absolutely.
will you share like where you source your stuff from?
I can some.
Okay.
There are some things that I have found on a lot of like Fashion File, and I do
Okay.
work with an amazing lady that is in California, and her shop is called Gucci Kind of Day. Oh. And she is just an amazing authority on the whole history of Gucci.
I feel like I need
And-
to have a shaky bracelet since you guys
Yeah.
have shaky
Yeah.
bracelets.
Isn't that fun?
It's so fun.
She'll message me and say I found something really cool, and I buy a lot of
Okay.
keychains and things
Yeah.
like that from her. So yeah, like that. But I've
I think she wants
over
it
the
back.
6 years.
Oh, for sure.
Over the 6 years,
Look at
I've built
Katie's
up-
getting real
I'm
comfortable
just
with that
like
over there.
stockpiling everything that you're passing around.
These are gorgeous. Jodi.
It's just a beautiful charm set. Anyway, sometimes I have.
So are you selling that as a whole bracelet, or are those charms that you're holding on to make for the right bracelet?
I will take these all apart, and this will all
Yeah.
be different pieces.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
this will be a necklace itself.
I love
that.
that.
I do love. Yes.
love
Yeah, and this
I will
be.
hunt for that on your site.
Thank you. And this, each one will be a separate. That's why when people say, they're sold out or you didn't have very many, it's so you see, I only have that
Yeah.
for this time or whatever.
How do you know that it's? I mean, I know you have an eye for it now. But how do you know it's authentic?
It's taken 6 years for me to figure out a lot
Okay.
of it. But also a lot of it is just like you said, seeing
The cheapie.
that you can just tell.
Yeah.
And I, on purpose, I did order some of those fake ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I did do a whole thing on Instagram about let me show you
Mm-hmm.
the difference. They're painted plastic. So you can really tell. And you get so that you can tell which ones are real and which ones are not. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to think what else. Oh, this one also. I bought this Gucci piece from.
Oh my God! Look at, is that a belt?
Yes. This one. These are
I
from
would
my personal collection.
totally wear
Okay.
that belt.
This is from, I have this in a timeshare with my sister-in-law and my friend Quinn. because they wanted to buy it and I didn't want to give it up.
Oh, I love it.
So we have a timeshare on it. Yeah. We each get it for a month.
I
and
want
then
a
have
timeshare
to pass it.
jewelry. That means you don't have to share. You don't have to pay the whole price. You share it with your
timeshare
friends.
it. You just timeshare it.
So what will you make this into?
That is, I already made that. That was
this is already
the
made.
Gucci piece was. I
that's
think it
heavy
was from
shit.
some sort of a handbag
Okay.
clip. That's from Gucci.
And you're turning
kinda
it
did.
into a belt?
I made
would
it into
Shaw's
that
a
belt.
sunset this baby and wrap it around and make it a necklace.
That one, no, it's done. That's a belt, necklace, whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
I wear
Katie
that.
wants it on the
right
timeshare.
in between my boobies.
Wait till you see this.
She wants it
This
on the
can be a
timeshare.
belt or a necklace as well.
What is
That's on the
that?
website
Givenchy?
right now. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you can wear that one as a belt or necklace as well.
Yes.
How do you pronounce it?
Givenchy.
Yeah.
Givenchy.
Givenchy.
Okay.
Look how beautiful.
Yes, Miko.
Yeah, see? Yeah, I mean, that's the fun thing is it's just,
Yes.
and sometimes I like to think, okay, I'm going to keep this for a bit and then I'm going to let it go.
Yeah.
This one just sold.
I
so
would have such a hard time letting go.
I've had to talk myself out of it.
Have you?
So many things I've had, and some things I keep for a while, and because they're vintage,
Yeah.
I can. I
Yeah.
can keep
Yeah.
them for a while and then let them go. But this one, look how cool you can wear this one wrapped around. with a
yes.
lariat. That's from a Gucci keychain.
We should come over, put
Let's
on a
have a
bunch of stuff,
party.
and then go grocery shopping. Like
Yes.
all zhuzhed
Yes.
out.
You know what we should do? You know what this would look really cool? You know those backless dresses?
Yes.
And then
I
you just
love that.
float it in the back.
I love that
Like
idea.
between your shoulder blades. And
I
then
love
you
that.
You
just
would
today for
rock
you.
that right
I would
out.
have
I
a big
love
old
that
bra
idea.
on that.
No,
I'd be
you
able to do
would
it.
not.
To
So
cover
that's
half my
again
back.
with
This
the
is-
sustainability. That butterfly is from a Gucci keychain, and then the rest of that is a vintage necklace that I bought, and I just take that apart and put it all together.
Okay, how do you know what to put together? What's your artistic
It's taken a long time to figure out, and
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I love that. I think it's
That's
kind
really
of like
pretty.
what
I feel
I'm
like
really
I have
picky
no place to
about.
set
I
these
would
down.
want it to look like Gucci made that originally.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
original
Yeah,
piece.
Yeah, I don't want it to look repurposed or upcycled.
Right. It never does.
Thank you.
It never
That's
does.
one of my goals is I don't want it to look like anything that didn't just come right from them. But
I think I
on
twisted
that same page, this charm, these were on some fingerless gloves. These cool Adidas, Gucci, those were on fingerless gloves. Now,
Oh, that'd be
I'm
like
not
something
gonna
like Dorit would wear.
like fingerless gloves. How were they? The charms were all
they
across
like
there, and so
that?
that to me is fun to like. I'm not gonna. Who's really in real world gonna buy? We just rock
Yeah.
out these fingerless gloves, but you would wear that necklace.
Yeah.
So that's what's kind of fun to me.
Okay.
And a lot of
Very cool.
A lot of shops who do use authentic. A lot of them they really try to push the. This is designer for less. I'm not.
You're like, there's no less here.
No, and the thing is sure a lot of young girls might have like some smaller pieces or just starting out they can't go for something that's big and bold like that.
Yeah.
And so the smaller pieces that are at a lower price point are better for them. And I get that and I try to do a lot of those too, but I'm more about like I want it to look just big
It looks
and bold
original.
and, yeah,
It
original.
looks
Yes.
like
yes.
that
Thank you.
You bought that right from the store.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it does.
So, but like the fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
I would rather that to me is something that we would wear.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No,
know.
totally.
How long does it take you to curate something, a piece? So you get stuff in.
I hunt.
Do you have a vision right away, or does it take you a while to put them all together? Like this piece, right? Like so different.
That
pieces.
to me is so much fun. Is a little charm like that Gucci crest is so much fun because I can do a million different things with
Yes.
those.
Yeah.
But I gravitate towards then. Let me go back. I'm going to make another charm bracelet.
Yeah.
Or I'll find another Gucci charm like that, and I'll think I'm going to do a multi-charm necklace with
Yeah.
it this time. But I kind of end up gravitating back to the same.
Okay.
I'm going to do another charm bracelet.
Yeah.
And put a different charm with it.
Kelsey, put up that picture. You had it up before. I see like that
Yes.
Gucci clip, like the one that's
love that.
closest
Those
to
are
like
fun.
the fingers.
I can't wait for that
I
necklace to come out.
love that clip.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's part of a keychain.
Okay.
Like the one that the butterfly's on.
Yes.
That had a silver. The clip on that butterfly one would have been just like that, but silver.
Okay.
I think I tried buying that and it was sold out. The red one.
Anything with that
The
went
red
fast.
Gucci. Yeah.
That went fast. Sorry.
That's all right.
That came
I
from a
knew.
belt. That was from a multi-link belt. That link. And anything I put a B on is,
Gucci.
and yeah, people just are just running for B's. Anything with a B, people want.
Is that a Gucci thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, they do a lot of B's with their stuff
Okay.
too, but I found that people love B's.
Oh.
So
Interesting.
yeah,
Why? Because of the symbolism of bees?
I think so. Maybe I don't know. It's just I find that really interesting.
I feel like there's
that
so many
bees-
things I don't know today. What's the symbolism of a bee?
Well, like the
hard worker?
bee, yeah, but she's like the bee queen, the queen bee,
Oh, queen bee. Okay.
and rules the whole.
Hive.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who doesn't want to be in charge?
right.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
in charge.
Yeah.
Chief bee.
Yeah, chief bee. Yeah, so anything with a bee sells. I mean, I can put a
Okay.
bee charm, and people are, especially any with crystals like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm trying to think if there's any other
Gorgeous.
ones that I have. These are all from my personal collection that I
Ooh,
love
let's
and
see.
saved.
So these are like charms that you haven't done anything with yet?
No, those are just all mine.
Oh,
Like,
got it.
That one
Okay.
with the pearls on it. I don't. That one's not like one that I sell. I just made
Okay.
that for me.
Oh, that's really cool.
Thank you.
Is that a necklace?
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, it's a Chanel.
So that one is just mine.
Okay.
Oh,
so where
love
did
that.
all this come from?
That is a vintage necklace. And
Oh, so it is a
another
necklace.
Yeah,
And you-
that's,
yeah.
And I
look
took
at
that
this
apart.
beautiful charm.
No, that's really pretty.
Did you
blue.
put that
Thank you.
on a
Yeah.
necklace?
That was a bracelet. The YSL was a bracelet that was all the way around different YSL charms and
my
that had a broken
God.
clasp. That's another thing. That is another thing. I love to save like I don't think I brought it, but I had a Ferragamo. One of the things is that Ferragamo basically invented the platform sandal.
Oh,
Okay.
did they really?
And yeah, and so that's one
learning
of
so
their
many new things
house designs, and one of their logos is the platform sandal.
Okay.
And so a lot of their shoes and stuff will have the platform sandal as a logo. It's kind of a symbol for them. And so
And
I
that's how you
found this
know?
pair of suede shoes that were crusty and dried up and old. You know, they get
Yeah.
that dry rot.
Yeah.
But the hardware was gorgeous still, and it had those charms.
Okay.
I love to save something like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
important to me too.
Yeah.
And I found a pair of Gucci shoes that were just awful, but the hardware was great just a couple weeks ago. And that's my favorite.
Okay.
Ooh,
I feel like I'm
love
saving that, you know.
So is there any place that you go like in Michigan or somewhere where you're like, oh, you go on the hunt, like you know that they're gonna have designer goods, but like they're gonna have a dry rotted shoe.
Yeah, there's a new shop I just discovered. I haven't been to it physically in person. That's
Okay.
in like Novi or something, but I go to a lot of estate sales.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, I
yeah.
bet.
I go to a lot
bet.
of estate sales, and in particular, just because also like this Gucci piece that I made. That's all. This right here was by itself, and then the rest of this was a vintage belt that I actually bought. So I bought this vintage belt at an estate sale. So I pair the two together. So I
Okay.
look for things like that.
Yeah.
Like I look for vintage pieces that are not designer to go with.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then how do you decide like what is a good enough bracelet to say I'm putting these charms on it? Because you're not gonna want to go to like, you know,
That's
Michael's
also,
dollar store to get
that's
the
also
bracelet.
been that's also been a trial and error thing as well.
Okay.
Like I had to learn to find out like this necklace I have on right now is gold filled. I had to learn and teach myself what's quality
Yeah.
in jewelry. And costume jewelry is going to be a whole lot different. Some people will say, is that pure gold? I'm like,
Yeah.
well, did you look at the price? It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not solid all the way through.
Right.
We're not talking in that same price bracket, but like this one right here is gold filled. This will last, and this is much better quality. And yes, I had to learn that. I had to learn what is something good that I can pair that with,
Okay.
and not just use junk.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know that's another thing on a lot of them with the fake charms is they do use just like that's just some gold plated thing, and I think yep, and that's going to be tarnished in 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I had to learn that too.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
All right.
cool.
So
much
Jodi showed up
self-discovery.
today in Louis Vuitton shoes with Louis Vuitton bags. You have Louis Vuitton charms on. Like, will you mix brands or are you like full Louis Vuitton today?
No, I will mix brands.
Okay.
And I have a funny story about these too.
Okay.
But
Those are cool boots.
Thank you. I will mix brands for
I hope
sure.
they're comfortable
They are so
because they're adorable.
everywhere I go, I take dog fur with me.
That's
It
okay.
happens.
They're great. I will mix brands though.
Okay.
Just a little. I
Yeah.
mean, a little. But Louis is my
Your
go-to.
go-to.
And I also have to make myself think because in The Hangover, do you remember when he says, "Watch it"? That's a Louis Vuitton. Remember that? So my husband he quotes that all the time. So he has me having to think in my head, like, which is the right way to say it? But anyway, so we were in the store in Vegas. When we go to Vegas, I end up in the shops a lot.
Okay.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so I called my son. He was at the pool or something. And I called him. I was like, can you come with me? I need you to be my voice of reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is meant to be like, kind of like check me. Because
Yeah.
when I get to having some cocktails in
yeah.
Vegas,
Yeah.
I accidentally go in
And
the
if your
shop.
son's
Yeah.
had cocktails in Vegas, then he's probably not a great
No.
person to ask.
And that's
Go
what
for it, Mom.
happened with these.
Okay.
I
would've
thought
said
he
go
was
for it,
going to
too.
come in and be the voice of reason and be like, Mom,
you shouldn't buy those."
Those
Yeah.
are a lot. No, settle down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He came in and he was like, those are sick. You have to buy those. Yeah. And I was
it.
like, okay.
Okay, approved.
Yes. So here
Yeah.
we are.
There you
Well,
go.
it was funny. So we were just in New York over the weekend, and my daughter's favorite thing is to get me a little buzzed up and be like, you know what, we should probably like go to like Zara or something.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and go
She's no
shopping.
fool.
She's
Yeah,
no
no.
fool.
Yeah.
Because many of times we've gone to New York, and I buy her whatever. The time did not allow for any stores. Like we were like on the go.
you
and
didn't
we
know
were
shopping?
We didn't know shopping. But we stay in Midtown, right in the garment district. So I would think about you in like you coming on today because you would like go past the shop and Chris would be like, this is an entire shop of just buttons. I go, a button makes an outfit.
Absolutely.
Like one, you need them for half the
Yeah.
stuff
For
you wear,
sure.
but you want them to be good buttons and maybe
Yeah.
they need to be a design button.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's a good point because this is one of my favorite sweaters from J. Crew, and I bought it because the buttons were
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Buttons are important.
Yes.
Buttons,
Buttons
are
are
important.
so
it
important.
makes or breaks. It's like knobs on a dresser.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or-
and if we
Yeah.
don't like it, we automatically think, I'm going to change
I'm
those
going to
out.
change those
Yes.
out. Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
I feel like what you do with jewelry, I like to do with furniture. Like I get
Yeah.
really excited to find like a cool piece and like refurbish it.
I love that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I love that. And I admire that. That's cool.
I have like 4 halfway done pieces sitting in our barn and our shed. Like at some point I'll get it out. And
Are you driving and you're like, whoa, I need to go back and look at that. and
oh,
see
when
that
I had a
has
bigger
potential.
car, it was dangerous because I would pick up like a lot of random things. I downsized to, Kylie calls it my mommy Barbie car. I got a 2-door Bronco. You can't really put a dresser in the back of that car. But in my Tahoe,
Chris's
I could put
truck
so
you
many
can.
things. Well, you know, it's funny. When we first got married, there was some cool antique shops in Gaylord. Like we lived up there.
Yes, I've been to some
And
of those.
I would call him up and be like, so, I'm going to need you to come to town. I had already purchased some things. Just say Katie. They'll put it in the back of your truck.
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask any
Just
questions.
pay the bill.
And he would, oh no, I already
carry
paid for
on.
it because he would have shown up and been like, I'm not buying this stupid ass chest. What are you going to do with this chest?
Yeah.
I'm like, that
You
chest is
envision.
going to look awesome in our living room.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And then I always think in that situation, and I can always sell it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I can rationalize anything.
Right.
Oh,
Like
so
that.
then Chris, you know, being the entrepreneur that he is, he was like, well, since you're doing this and you don't get rid of anything, right? Because I always find a place for it, like in our house or
Yeah.
something. So then he started me an LLC, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not here yet. Like I still have a full-time job. Like I'm doing things. My designing women future is when I have like unlimited funds to have a great storefront.
Yeah.
Yes.
I only have to be open when I want to. My
Yes.
phone number will be on the door.
Yes.
Right? And if I am open, chances are we're sitting here drinking wine. I have my painted on overalls, and you know,
I like this vision.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're like,
I
would
do
you like
too.
to see a piece?
I'm like,
All
that's
right.
that's when I'm ready.
That
Yeah.
sounds
For-
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm in for
Yeah.
that. Mhm.
So
You
Work
could sell
when you
your
want.
jewelry.
Yeah.
She could make you a
Yes.
display.
Yes.
A
oh, I
display.
go into Habitat for Humanity all the time.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
But
Sometimes
then
I
you
go
have
in
to have
there
the
and I
vision
want
and
to
the
buy.
talent to redo stuff, right?
Oh, I bought a whole set of china. Like, I didn't get china when I got married. I have a whole set of
Right,
china.
neither did I.
Because what it will happen is, grandma
Yeah.
passes away.
Yes.
People are like,
Nobody
what
wants
am I going to
it.
do with this
Yes.
china?
Yeah.
I have a beautiful, it's almost a full set.
That was a good
You know,
find.
mixing and matching china is a thing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
Well,
if you got other pieces
to go with
supplement it would be awesome.
Well, the funny thing is, like, my grandma had a lot of this, like, pink glassware,
That's pretty.
like thick pink glassware, and it matches randomly the china.
It was
Like,
meant to be.
It was meant to be. Yeah. Well, and it's so funny because Kelly's like, when I move out, can I have these pink glasses? And I'm like, yeah, when you're married.
Yeah.
You're not taking them to college. Like,
No.
you're insane.
Oh God, don't take
No.
anything to college. Yeah.
No, you're getting plasticware from Target.
Of course. Because
Right.
that will all get thrown out anyway.
Yes. Well, that's
Yeah.
just like, so she has a, like, did like the whole thing, like went online, got her roommate for college and all that kind of stuff. Darling girl, we're meeting her this weekend. So, but they've been on Pottery Barn dorm room. And I go, you will have an extra large bed for 1 year.
Yes.
That's it. So let's pick a design and look at, I don't know, IKEA, Marshalls.
Oh, IKEA's the best for college,
Right? Like,
and
you
also
do not need Pottery
that
Barn for your-
mattress topper.
Yes.
That's the only investment you should make for the dorms.
Well, of course, because it would make
Yeah.
your bed a lot
Yeah.
more comfortable. But I'm like, no. When we're getting into a queen size bed, I'll make some investments. The extra large bed for 1 year.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So you curate all this stuff from vintage stores or from estate sales. What about your clothes? How does it make you view your clothes differently?
It does. Yes, absolutely.
Because your
But-
tell us about your coats too.
Oh,
I'm
the
intrigued.
coats. I just had to get rid of a whole bunch. I mean, I got
Why didn't
asked,
you call somebody?
Sorry. I did give some to Anna, my son's girlfriend, and she
my God, you
wore
could-
them right away. And I was like, oh,
You probably should sell those.
I
too.
know,
like
I
on your
know.
place,
I know I should
because
really.
I'm sure they're gorgeous.
It's kind of a problem, and it has been for years. And I've taken over,
How many closets?
I think maybe all of them. Yeah. I mean, really. I mean, Barry asked me if I could make some space for him in the house, and I think 4 closets maybe. I it's just a problem, and
Yeah.
I love to rescue vintage furs. I would never go and buy a new fur right now, but if I go into an antique store and there's a vintage fur, I need to assess. And
No way.
One
I
time,
wanna see all your
yeah.
furs.
once around,
Oh,
goes
yeah.
around, or whatever that is
Yep.
in the circle.
Yep.
I was in there and there was this rabbit coat, and it was super reasonable, maybe $100. And I'm like, I should
What?
really buy this coat.
Yes.
And Kylie was small at the time. I think she was making fun of me. And I'm like, I really feel like I should get this coat. I left, thought about it, slept on it, went back the next day. It was gone.
Get
So-
the vintage coat. Get the
Well,
fur
that's
coat.
the thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what is that antique store on your way to Saginaw when you're driving down?
Oh, the whole
In
like
Freeland?
the strip
Yes.
mall thing.
Yes.
Oh, there's a whole
So everybody has like their own little section in that.
They have some.
By
right?
Too Cute or whatever. that
I
place is.
Yeah.
got this maroon leather coat. It's to the floor, 1970s. You were talking about Staying Alive or
Oh, yeah.
Saturday Night
Do you
Fever.
get the-
It is very John Travolta, like big collar, like the wrap belt, and
love
it
that.
was like I'm like, this is a full leather coat with
That's
like
a
the
whole
silk
vibe.
inside. There was silk scarves in
my
the pocket
God.
still. I was like, and sold. I haven't even worn it yet. I won't get rid of it.
Oh, no.
But it was
Why
so
did you
cool.
wear it?
I don't know.
Wear it to admire.
I'm coming over. I'm wearing all the gold Gucci jewelry.
Get
I'm
me.
wearing
Come
my
get
leather
me.
coat,
Come,
and we're
you
going
two
to the
come
grocery
get
store.
me. We'll wear the furs and the
Yes.
leather. Yeah.
So I have an old mink stole.
Yes,
that I
I
got
love
from
it.
my first engagement.
Ooh,
that is awesome.
vintage.
It was vintage, and it's from a furrier in Birmingham, and it has like the tag in it. It has the grandma's initials.
Yes,
that
that's a
were-
thing.
It really
That's
was
a thing.
vintage. Like
Oh no,
passed
it's
down.
passed down.
Yeah, that's the
And,
thing with the initials.
my ex, fiance a long time ago, was like, you might as well have it because like he had a brother. Where's it
Yeah.
gonna go? My grandma died, so take it. I was like, it's fine. But no, so now my goal is to do something. Like I wear it, but it's a little large, and I want to get it like made into a vest, maybe.
Yes.
Or,
Oh,
do you know
yeah.
any places that do that?
I don't know any places that do that here, but I need to show you my mittens. I don't know if you saw my mittens when I
no.
came in, but this is something you could have done with it.
Okay.
I got a gift several years ago for my husband, and it's a cashmere sweaters made into mittens and then mink sewn on the cuffs.
Oh,
They're gorgeous.
cool.
So the same kind of thing. Like you can. That's the cool thing about some of those old furs. Is Some
Yeah.
of them get the dry rot and everything, and you can save parts of them like that.
yeah.
But
No, this is a full like.
I'm
it is
gonna see if I can
beautiful.
find a place for you.
I'm gonna have to show you.
Yeah.
Because even the inside is lined with silk.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yes,
And it's like a tan colored mink.
that's gorgeous. And I love the vest idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you could even do like something like leather in the back and
Yeah.
the fur in the front.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Business in the back, party in the front. Type of a
That
situation.
literally would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because
Party in the
my
front.
grandpa gave me my grandma's coat. It's a leather coat. And it has like a mink collar. But it is very 80s where it has like the cinch waist and it's like oversized. I'm waiting for it to come back in style. It's a little too
I'm smelling Carmilla Soprano.
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
I think you just rock
Yeah.
that out.
should
And you
just
rock
do
it out
it.
with like a hoodie and sweats or yoga pants.
Yes. Or maybe
That's my favorite
switch out
is
the
high
belt.
low. You high low that.
It's like inside the coat.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like it's
with a beanie
Yes. I'm
Okay.
saying you put that on with
Oh
a
my
hoodie
gosh.
and some yoga
and
pants.
little sambas.
Yeah.
You guys are giving me a whole new vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just wear
It's
it.
very New York of you. to
I
do that.
agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, in the leather jacket, my husband was teasing me. He's like, what are you going to do? Open the inside and it's just like watches and jewels?
Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe.
Sister's got to eat.
Right?
Yeah,
But then
exactly.
I pulled 2 silk scarves out of the pocket.
That's so
awesome.
cool.
So
Where did you
So
get wear that?
Your
at
grandpa.
that
Oh, at the
antique place
antique
on the
store.
way to Saginaw.
That's
Damn,
what
I
happens
never
to
go
me.
in those.
As I go in
Worth
those
it?
places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was at the Midland Mall. I have a beautiful full length fur coat that I bought at the Midland Mall.
What?
Like an antique show
Midland
pop-up.
Mall has an antique store?
Well, they do, but there was also like a pop-up thing in the middle, and I was walking and was like,
Yeah,
Okay,
because
I need to start.
Yonkers, when it wasn't
Yes.
whatever it is now,
Yeah.
people would have like their little antique
booth.
stations.
Yeah.
And that's what the place in, what is that town called? Freeland.
Yeah.
That's what Freeland is. So it's like this big warehouse. Like you've seen it, like on the way to the
It's
gym.
on by that Too Cute shop.
yes,
shop.
exactly.
And it's very choppy and everybody has their own little section. But a guy could be selling like old toy cars and spoons next to somebody who's selling like
yeah.
furs and leather goods.
And I feel like you're rescuing them. I mean, the sad part happened a long time ago.
Right. No, you're very
100%.
true.
Would you rather it
Yeah.
just stayed there?
Yeah.
No.
And I feel
I'm
like
gonna
we're
be
back
warm in
into
it.
the fur zone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
we're
if it's
done.
already for sale, the bad thing already happened.
And
It's
we
one
live in
thing- It's one thing
Michigan.
if
We
you're
live in
Corella
Michigan.
DeVille and you're
Harvesting
getting the puppies
puppies.
together
That's
to make your
true.
coat.
Yes.
Very different. I
Yes,
feel
a
like if the
different
bad part's
situation.
already been done, it should be worn.
I
Yes.
agree.
And
to
we
your
live in a
point,
cold
We live in a
state.
cold
Yes.
state.
Yeah.
And since the bad part happened, I'm going to stay warm in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have a full length coyote that I can't
What?
even. Oh, it's insane. I feel like I'm in a Macklemore video.
Yes.
And like it's insane.
Where did you find that?
Midland Mall.
All
Shut
right.
up.
We need to go to the Midland Mall more often, other than
Right?
just
But you
Target.
should because it needs a resurgence. It's having a resurgence. Anyway.
Yes,
It
is.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
We could go
it's
axe
crazy.
throwing and then try to look for furs.
And you need to wear the leather coat
And then go to
I
Target.
do. And then go to Target.
Yeah.
Well, and then they have like those furry ride things. Have you seen
I've
those?
seen those. I
So-
caught myself in a full. What is this?
Right? So they have like these stuffed animals with wheels that you sit on and then like you can motorize around
Yeah.
the mall.
Oh my God.
So I don't remember why the three of us were. Oh, Kylie and I were there we get our eyebrows threaded at the mall.
Oh, I need to get asked
So
questions
you're like
about that.
you're like literally in the middle, like at a kiosk, and everybody's like walking by. And the best is when people have no idea what eyebrow
What you're
threading
doing.
is.
What is happening?
And they're just like staring at you as if my skin gets like super red and irritated anytime you touch it or do
Is anybody
anything.
trying to rescue you or call
So
911?
it's so funny. And this girl has like the string in her mouth. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yes,
Good call,
what?
Kelsey.
Yes.
So Kelsey
I-
put a picture
yeah.
up on the
What
screen.
is that? What is
So I go,
that?
Kylie, I go, let's ride those around. And she's like, no, absolutely not. And she goes, look at that girl riding around on it. And it
Stop
was
it.
literally
How-
the guy
how
that
old-
paints
tell
my
me how
house.
old
daughter.
she is again?
My daughter's 18.
I feel like in 5 years she's
In
going to
5
come back and
years.
say, "Let's ride
Let's
those
do it.
around."
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Right
Oh my
now
God.
she might be
Can
like,
you do
"No."
a twofer? Can you get
What?
like two people on one? Because that lion looks big.
I did see
Can
this
we
happen,
make
and I
like a
stopped
music
right in my
video
tracks.
in furs, leather,
Yes.
and jewels riding
Yes.
around on the animals in the Midland Mall.
Yes.
Kelsey's in.
the
We're
whole
doing
thing.
it.
Yeah,
We're
I'm in.
so doing
So I
it.
have some vintage jewelry I should
Yes.
bring to you.
Well, and then if you want something done with it, we can
Yes.
talk about charms
Yeah.
and
So my mother-in-law went through all of her jewelry from her like her mother, her mother-in-law all passed. So she and my father-in-law were both only children.
Okay.
So the only grandchildren are just Randy's kids, my kids,
Yeah.
and his sister. And so there's only 4 of them. So she got out the jewelry and she was like, girls, and there's only 3 girls in the family. She's like, girls, here is it all.
Yeah.
And so they were like, some of it's costume, but
Yeah.
like good stuff.
But they don't make costume jewelry like that anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some good old costume jewelry.
And some good stuff like old, stones
Yeah.
and whatever. I did take some of the stuff and get 2 rings made for my girls. So I
Love that.
took like they each have like a middle finger, like sort of anniversary band type of thing. So I melted the gold and had like some stuff
Yeah.
made. But the rest of it is just sitting in my thing,
Yeah.
my drawer.
I love that.
Yeah.
You could do so much
Like
with it.
a lot of pearls. A lot of pearls.
Pearls are having a moment, and I just saw where like that clip one that you like,
Yes.
where you do you can double up the pearl. Gucci has a whole thing out right now where you double up that pearl, and she's like a 2, and you take that clip and you use that.
Love.
Ah.
See,
Love.
Gold or
love.
silver?
I like gold. I'm a gold girl.
Yeah.
Are you still you?
I have
Do you have a
gold,
mix?
but my wedding ring.
Yeah,
Wedding ring.
Isn't that
is
funny how
silver
your taste
or
will change
platinum.
like
Yes.
that too? Maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm gold too. I used
Yeah.
to be silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was big into silver, like late 90s,
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s. I got engaged in 20. When did I get engaged?
What year did you get married?
04. So I got engaged in 2002.
Yeah.
Very much in my silver era.
Yes.
But
Oh, yeah.
I thought about the fact that I might change my mind when I get older. So that's why I was like, I want platinum.
That was
Yeah.
good thinking.
Same.
So
Love the foresight on that.
Platinum.
yes. Yeah.
That was good.
Because I think I got engaged in 02 or 03. I don't know. My
Well,
wedding
we
anniversary.
both got married in 04.
I know, but I don't know how long I was engaged. I was trying to think.
We got engaged.
Because we
Sometimes it feels like-
eloped and then we had an actual
You
wedding.
eloped?
Yeah. Yes. I eloped in 02.
That's
no.
fun.
03. I
That's
eloped in
fun.
September 03 in Vegas.
I
the
learned
Little
something
White
new
Chapel.
about you today. Did not know this.
Because we were buying a house. It's very.
I love that.
Very economically ethical
Yeah.
of
So you were literally in the did Elvis do it?
No, he was $50 extra.
I would have paid the extra $50.
Yeah.
I know.
I wish I would have known you. I would have paid for it.
Well, it wasn't like I couldn't have.
Yeah.
I just was
But
like, I
were
feel
you
like
in the
that's a waste.
house? We might be able to get something else for the house.
Yeah, I mean,
It's silly.
silly.
It's silly money.
Silly.
It's coasters.
So
Yeah.
we had just moved to Los Angeles. We were laying on our apartment floor. We had to live in like corporate apartments. And I was back and forth to Vegas a little bit for work. And no, I wasn't a stripper. I actually had a legit job. And so I
be
had to
clear.
go for a meeting. And Randy was like, you want to get married this weekend? We were going to close on our house the next week. And we had our wedding planned already.
Oh, I love this.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm free. Let's go.
that is awesome.
So we rolled up to the Little White Chapel. You do have to go to the Clark County Courthouse first
Okay.
Yes.
and register for your marriage license, which takes 5 minutes. Always open. That place is never closed. I think you can. I'm sure you can do it online now.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Vegas.
And then you take your little sheet of paper to the Little White, wherever you're going to get married.
That is so cool.
Yeah. It was cool.
See, I wanted to elope. I did not want a big wedding. I did not want a wedding at all. I'm like, just me and you. Let's do this. Because I have an older sister that, tears and like the fights with my mom and dad to get what she wanted. And then
Was she a bridezilla?
she wasn't a bridezilla, but she knew what she wanted. And she had a mother-in-law that if my mom and dad couldn't afford it or couldn't do it, would swoop in and took care of it. So she still got the wedding that she wanted, but I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I just want to
That
marry
seems
you.
so stressful.
Yeah.
The whole thing. So, but Chris being the oldest of the 3 boys in his family, we're the first one in our group of friends to get married. He's like, I really want a wedding. I go, people can still come. Like, we can tell them what we're doing.
Yeah.
Let's have a party.
So our compromise was 40 people in Key West.
That's fun.
That was our compromise. And
Dang.
yeah. So it was great. It was awesome because we were straight out of college. Half of our friends graduated a year after us. So, I mean, one of my bridesmaids was with my sorority sister. She was still in college. It's
a party.
It was a party.
That
it was
is
a
awesome.
nonstop party for 4 days. And people will still say it was like the best wedding they've ever been to. And it's like, because
That's
I
pretty
literally,
legendary status.
it's legendary. It is, but I'm like, I literally paid for you to eat and drink for like 3 days.
That's all they remember.
That's all they remember. And then we like rented mopeds. We were like Hell's Angels in Key West. No one should have given me a moped. It was so dangerous.
That's so dangerous. Did they give you helmets?
I have a bad story
No.
about that.
You do?
Oh.
Did you crash?
Oh, not Barry. Barry laid his right down and got road rash. Oh, and then
Where were you?
Key West.
Oh, shit.
They'll give anybody a moped.
That's when we
Is
took
this
the-
after you stapled your bra to the ceiling of a
Yeah,
car?
well, it was the same trip. It was the same trip. And then I went to take my moped and put it back in the parking spot. And I went up into a tree and the tree went into my mouth. And I have a scar here that looks like a snake got me or something. And then I had to go to the dentist when I got home.
God.
So we had to, like, with our tail between our legs, go back and say, we need a golf cart. So yeah, they said accidents all day long, every day. So yeah,
It has to be.
every day, all
I wonder
day long.
what their
in Key
liability
West.
insurance has to be.
$1 bazillion a year.
Yes.
But if you were riding out with a crew like Hell's
We
Angels, that's pretty
had
cool.
a crew. And I have this tiny little friend, Autumn, who just should not be able to operate heavy machinery ever, sober or nothing. And it was just too big for her. And she would just like take off.
And they go fast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
They take not moped related, but the night before my wedding, we're all hanging out in the pool, had way too much to drink. And she's doing handstands in the pool. Well, her hands slip out from underneath her.
Was
And
she
her
in the
face-
pool?
Yeah, she was in the pool. And her face scrapes the bottom of the pool. She comes up and her face is just full of blood. There's blood all
She
in
like
the pool
Carrie.
water. And she's like, you guys, did I cut my face?
I love the.
My one brother-in-law who just has like the best dry humor is just like, no.
You're good.
No, you're good. And I mean, just blood gushing down. She has scabs all over her face in my wedding photos. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, this is great. My other girlfriend
Fits right in.
was in a softball tournament like the weekend before and like slid into somebody's cleat. So, and I had like T-length dresses for my girls. Like her shin was just all bruises. I'm like, it literally looks like we're a rugby team.
It sounds like
Getting
it was
married.
a great time.
Oh my God, it
Yeah,
was so
so
great.
fun.
It was awesome. No, it really, really was awesome. But I feel like I had no business planning a wedding either. I had no idea what I was doing.
But
you
we
know?
never do. I mean, don't you
Yeah.
feel like that about just so much now? Like,
But I feel like, well, now I
you're-
realize that's life. I thought
Yeah.
you were 24 and someone gave you a manual. No one gives you a manual. You just
No.
have to fucking figure it out
No.
yourself.
Figure it out.
And
Yeah.
it's so good to not be that anymore and to be over here and be like, I like
Oh.
this now.
Yeah.
I know
Yes.
what I want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to figure it all out.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you this one more question because I really like what Miko put on here. Do you believe repurposing luxury items can change a consumer's attitude towards fast fashion?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm not into the fast fashion. That's hard to say. We just laughed about that on my Savannah trip about like if you see something and you're like, that's cool, I'm going to spend $20 on that because that's here and gone.
Yes.
And that's it. There's so much of that.
Barrel jeans.
I was just going to say
and
barrel
barrel
jeans.
shorts are apparently on the way.
Jorts! They were
But
literally shorts.
Yes. What do we even call? What would
What
you
are we
call that?
doing?
Borts.
Borts?
But
I
does
don't
it
know.
go out
you know
like
what
a
you,
bubble
You know
in
what I
your
call that?
hips?
A hard no.
I'm
That's
with
what I
you.
call it.
A hard no for sure. Well, and I saw this other thing where it was one leg is a full jean and the other is a short. And
No.
No, thank you.
Are you hot, cold? Where are
Right.
you going?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
No.
That's wrong.
No,
No,
thank
so
you.
fast fashion is just
Yeah. It's fast. That's why they
Yeah.
call
it's
it
a
that.
lot of it's dumb.
Yes.
So yes, I do think that's important, and also with the whole sustainability and finding shoes that are falling apart, all of that. It's so important to me I would rather be on that train every day.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Every day.
For sure. How do you feel about bags? Do you do vintage?
I will
bags?
not go into a store and buy that for that price now.
Yeah.
There are so many good resale shops.
Yeah. We'll have to chat
So
later.
many, yeah, so
Because
many.
I need
There's
a good
so many
bag,
bags.
but I want a good like evening bag. I have, you know what I mean, like a nice under the arm bag
Yes.
that will go the distance.
And there's so many out there for resale, and they're crazy price now.
Yeah,
If you went and bought it new,
right.
Retail.
Which is what I don't want to do.
No.
is pay crazy.
no,
Yeah.
we can talk about different
Yeah.
places, but yeah, I think I bought a wallet new not too long ago. Besides the
shoes.
The shoes, the shoes.
I'm a sucker for shoes. That's one of my problems.
Same.
But I think I bought a wallet new recently. But other than that, my bags are all resale.
Okay.
All of them.
I love that.
Yeah.
Listen, Here's the Thing is inspired by Be Alive. Are you ready to share your passions and creativity with the world? At Be Alive, their mission is to build brands and inspire people to chase their passions. They're always searching for dynamic storytellers and creators with a passion to join their team.
A team of dreamers, creators, seekers, united by a common passion for adventure and creativity. If you want to join the Be Alive creator community, maybe shop for some fun Be Alive merch, or catch up on all Listen, Here's the Thing episodes and blogs, head over to Go Be Alive and join the Be Alive family. Be Alive, it's that simple.
What's your top place to go for a resale bag that you know is going to be real, it's going to be authentic?
I love Fashion File.
Okay.
For Gucci, I love Gucci Kind of Day. My gal Tina
Okay.
from Gucci Kind of
Okay.
Day, and I bought a Gucci Flora from her, and it's this beautiful. It's white with the floral pattern, and she will fix anything. She can fix
Really?
any old Gucci bag that has an issue. She can fix it up. So she's my Gucci person. Luxury Lady on Instagram is awesome. She sells
Okay.
a lot of different. She sells Chanel. She sells some Gucci as well. I
And
trust
when you
them.
buy
Yeah.
a repurposed bag, do they come very like from these respected retailers? Do they polish it up and make it
Oh, I
all
think so.
good? And
But in particular, Tina from Gucci Kind of Day, she makes you an insert to put into it, to like for storage.
Oh, like your dust bag.
Oh,
yeah.
and she will she made me a whole like shaper to keep in it.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, she's all kind
Okay.
of serious about
Okay.
it. Yeah, she's wonderful, for sure.
okay, yeah,
I want a dust bag and all the bells and whistles.
right,
Yeah.
because you're not going to wear that bag all the time.
No,
No, it's
especially
coming
a
out for
summer
special.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's coming
like
out for
that.
special occasion.
Yeah, that floral one is summer gal.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
also like winter. I was just telling you this. I find it hard to wear a bag over our big ass coat that we
Yes.
have to wear in the winter. So I need something that I can hold like around my body, like a
Agreed.
crossbody. That's not like you have a great crossbody.
Yeah.
But that's not like I have a big ass like Shinola bag that I carry. It carries so much stuff, but it's basically a duffel bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to carry that like, you know.
Yeah, you
bulky.
need a cutesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that. That's another thing too is to have a cute little one to put into the big Shinola. Then you can take her out.
Yeah.
And she goes into Meyer with you or
Yeah.
wherever it may be
I like that.
when we're in the
We're in the
in the
yes.
jewels.
Oh my God. We are so
We are
doing
doing that.
fur,
We are
leather,
doing
and
fur.
jewels.
I'm in.
And we're going to go to Meyer, and then we're going to the mall, and we're making a music video on
You know what we're
furry
gonna do,
motorized
girls?
animals.
We are gonna bring back Halloween. I don't know if Halloween was ever in Midland, but I'm bringing Halloween to Midland
Will you
because
please?
I mean, I feel like it should be a vintage Halloween. My friend Liana used to throw the most epic Halloween parties, and our other friend, would go in her mom's closet. This would be your
Yes.
jewel. Go in her mom's closet to shop for
That is amazing.
Halloween.
Marna.
I'm in.
Mara.
I'm
And
in.
her mom has furs for days.
And there's so many good
And
costumes you could come up with.
Picture this fur, and she's from Palm Springs. And
Yeah.
she would like the most
That's
fabulous
all
outfits.
that's my dream.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
yeah, I could get caught up in that.
So I feel like we should have a whole Halloween situation where we have a party, but it's got to be vintage.
Yeah, I'm in.
Right?
I just saw a party where people did all vintage Lily Pulitzer, and even the men.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know if I can get my
That's
husband
Palm
in
Springs.
florals and pink.
That is
but
Palm
That is
Springs.
Palm Springs.
That is
Yeah.
Palm
Or
Springs.
Palm Beach, Florida.
Or Palm Beach
Yeah.
and Palm Springs. Yeah, all of it.
Question. Do you remember in the early 2000s, late 90s, Custos?
Custos.
Yeah.
I mean, was it only popular in Chicago and New
Maybe.
York City? So do you
Midland's
have the
pretty
picture? Are you
small.
putting so
What are Custos? Are we going up
Cousteau
to?
is a shirt. So I was
She still has one.
nannying and would work at my friend's mom's little boutique. And they would I would spend college girl $80 on a shirt, which was out of my mind, right?
$80 on a shirt, college girl. That's
Yes.
big time.
So, and I probably had 3 of them. I still have one. The only reason I still own it is because in an episode of Friends, Phoebe Buffay is wearing the exact same shirt.
You can't ever get rid of it.
I will never get rid of it. We were talking about cleaning out our closets, and I go, there's literally a shirt I have not worn in 2 decades.
That doesn't
I
matter.
will never get
That
rid of it.
doesn't matter.
But you know what?
It's a treasure.
I'm going to be Phoebe Buffay for Halloween. I'm going to wear that with a crazy ass skirt and my leather jacket.
I need to see
Some
what it
weird
is
ass
now.
jewels. Kelsey, do you have that on your phone? Or are you pulling it
And
up?
are you gonna sing "Smelly Cat"?
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
What are they feeling?
Oh yeah, no. So it was so funny because I showed Miko and Kelsey the picture, and then I went in my closet and found it. Okay, that's not the shirt though.
Oh, but I think I know this. I know
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
But $80 college girl, that's big
that-
money.
so
no,
expensive.
I literally would save all my pennies. Do you have the picture? Oh no, I have my phone on me.
I do remember this then.
Okay.
I just didn't know that was the name.
What's it called? Cousteau.
It's a Cousteau.
Oh, just Cousteau.
Cousteau.
Okay.
Oh wait,
You
it's
can't
on our
ever get rid
Instagram.
of that treasure.
No.
Never.
I have a skirt that from the from the Limited that fit me in 9th grade that I keep just for fun.
That's awesome.
Because I like to say that I have this
You can
Outback
still
Red
fit.
skirt that still fits me.
What does it look like?
It's just khaki. You know, remember the Outback Red was all in that
do.
safari thing?
Yes.
Yes. So,
Oh my God, the Limited.
yeah.
I remember the Limited.
Oh,
They didn't last for very long.
No.
It was very limited.
very
on how long it
limited
lasted.
at the Limited.
Yeah.
But it was that whole Outback Red had that whole safari vibe.
Yes. And then Banana Republic did it too.
Yes. And they're having a resurgence
Yeah,
as well.
they kind of are.
Well, they've completely revamped the way that they do clothes because it was getting a little chintzy there for
It
a
was.
while.
And side note, they have the best tank tops.
Oh,
Banana?
Good to know.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know.
I just bought a whole bunch of them last summer.
All
They're
right, so
great.
here's Phoebe in the shirt.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, look, friend. Here's me.
I can't wait
in
for
my
that.
kitchen,
Yes.
holding it up, taking a
It's a
photo.
treasure.
Yes.
It's a treasure.
I mean,
Where? Okay.
I'm
are
gonna
you
do
gonna
I'm gonna do that same thing with my hair. I'm gonna do all the things.
Are you gonna have the Halloween party?
I mean, I will.
You should.
Okay. I will.
Wait,
I'm
is
already
our number
planning.
one fan sitting on the couch behind you?
He's not here.
Oh, he never showed up.
well.
Oh, it's not
that means-
Super Dave. Super Dave is super sick.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Super Dave.
yes.
What kind of
Dad.
sick?
Super Dave is my dad. He's our number one fan. He listens to the podcast as soon as it, literally, I think he sets his alarm for 6 a.m. so that he could be the first person to listen
He
to it.
didn't
on
hear our
Monday morning.
podcast
Is that
this morning?
the best?
Oh, no, he listened to it yesterday morning.
Or
And then I
yesterday,
go,
when
well,
we called him out and said, "Good morning, Super Dave."
So I asked my dad, I go, hey, I didn't get an update from you. He's like, I'm so sick. He's going on and on. Because I had just gotten back from New York and they had my dogs. So I knew I had to go over there and grab
Yeah.
them. And he goes, I left you a note. And I go, you text me? He goes, no, I left it on YouTube. I still need to go look at it on YouTube. He's like,
didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know that.
Well, he left it in the comments on YouTube.
Oh, look at that.
What kind of
So-
sick is he?
Kelsey,
Like a
you
bad
check our
cold. Like he has a
YouTube.
little fever and he's cold and achy, but my dad's super into his health and being crazy healthy.
Well, that's
so when
good.
he's
Yeah, that is
sick,
good.
he's like, I don't know how this happened. I take so many supplements
Yes.
and I take so many vitamins. Like how did this happen to me?
Yeah.
So, but that's when he was like, I put on there that I've done rim to rim. So he was talking about your Grand Canyon trip.
Also, my kids hate it when I keep saying rim to
Rim.
rim.
Well, did you see me? I was like, what?
Right?
What turn are we taking?
Right? Oh yeah,
Yeah, let's hear
read
it.
Super Dave's comment.
Let's.
He says, good morning. Having a little bit of insomnia today. I can relate. I did the Grand Canyon rim to rim back in 2001. It was a challenge. We actually camped along the way. It took us a week. Wow. Haven't thought about chores on Saturday forever. I think that's why you are so organized now. Although you won't admit it. Great show.
Oh yeah. So we had talked. We also had talked about how my dad would come in the morning, 8 a.m. on a Saturday, curtains up, shaking the end of your bed with his leg, going dingling morning, dingling morning. There was no time for relaxation on a Saturday morning, and in high school it was the worst, right? But so that's my dad's big joke now. Is like, well, that's why you're such an amazing person, because I made you do chores. So
That's important.
There'll be like Instagram or like Facebook posts about how making your kids do chores make them better adults and all this kind of stuff. 3 times a week, I probably have. He DMs them to me. Like,
I
here you
love
go.
that,
This is why you're the
This is
amazing
why you're a good person.
Yeah, but I go, but this is also why I spoil my child, and I think she's done maybe 1 load of laundry in her life. We're gonna have to figure that out. We have to figure that out before she goes to school.
Now
It'll be
there
good.
are washing like soaps that you can just put with your clothes. I'm trying to think. They're almost like dorm soaps that you can buy from Tide. I ordered a bunch and it looks
I'm
like
intrigued.
a dryer sheet, but it's actually soap.
Does it do a good job?
I don't know. I don't care. It's not my clothes.
You don't have to wear it.
It's also a multi-purpose washing machine that 100 other gross
I
college
know.
kids use.
I know.
So any kind of soap is probably better than zero
So,
soap.
and I remember when I was in the dorms, like you had to pay for your laundry.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's free.
They're free.
Like
Yeah.
at Ferris, it's free.
Yeah.
Is it free at U of M?
No, nothing's free.
That's not how they play.
That's not how they play. I have a great story about. So my youngest daughter just got into Michigan, so she's going there. Thank you. So
Congratulations.
she's going there too. But one of her friends got in early admission, and they were like, "You are welcome to U of M for out of state tuition."
And lives in Michigan.
And lives in Michigan and has for 2 years. They're like, oh, sorry, you have to live in Michigan for all of your high school years to be an in-state tuition at the University of Michigan.
so accepted, but you have
So
this.
welcome,
Conditions.
Wolverine.
Get the checkbook out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, the parents are like,
Ouch.
I don't know if she's gonna go. I mean, that's double, more than double.
how do you not go?
How do you not go? I don't know. How, they gotta figure it out. But
The acceptance rate, and then
yeah, but
not going,
like
oh,
that's double.
that's
which is
crazy.
already
Crazy.
a lot.
Yeah,
That's a big ouch.
It's a big ouch. Yeah, but that's brutal.
that is brutal.
Anyway, yeah. So no, nothing is free there. You can have it. You can have the app, but you pay for the app for laundry, and then you just like
Oh, got it. Okay.
yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, there's these sheets, and I think they're made by Tide. They're on Amazon, and it's literally your laundry soap.
I'm
on a
intrigued.
sheet.
I mean, that's-
I need to look this up.
Yeah.
I
It's
need to
pretty
look
cool.
up the wine drops and the
Yes.
Yeah.
Tide
So
sheets.
the thing, so I was doing like the Tide Pods for a while. I think it kind of fucked up my washing machine though.
Yeah, because of plastic, you're not supposed to do that.
So then I was like, okay, well, yeah. Well, okay. How old are your washer and dryer? I'm doing a survey.
Old. I'm supposed to be researching buying new ones right now. I mean, not this minute.
Okay.
Not like, hey, could you take a pause? But I'm supposed to be. That's one of my jobs this week.
Okay.
So old. They don't last long anymore. 15
No.
years.
Got to get a top loader.
So 15 years.
I want a Speed Queen.
That's what I have.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the best.
Barry, please, did you hear that?
Barry, Speed Queen.
No,
Nico
and buy
says
it-
Speed
buy
Queen.
it from Tim's Appliance
Tim's.
downtown. And
That's
they'll
what
take
I
care of
told
you.
them.
They will
Yeah.
come and repair it.
I heard this.
I bought my washer and dryer for Glow there.
Okay.
And my washer and dryer, I have the same ones at home. So the commercial grade at home.
Okay.
So you can throw all your shit in it.
This is
And
confirmation.
They are like hardy.
Okay.
So
Washer and dryer.
Yeah.
So two
Okay.
things that almost kept us from moving into the house that we're in now. One, it's way out in the country and it had
Yeah.
shitty ass internet. And it's like landlocked by a river. So nothing was gonna come. Like you have to go over a bridge
Yeah.
and the water goes around us. So no one's gonna come and update the internet. So we almost didn't move there for that. And there's not a good laundry room. It's a laundry closet. Now it's 9 feet tall and it's very deep. But they had no shelves, no nothing in it. So Super Dave and I built a beautiful laundry closet. But I had, of course, a Pinterest, right?
Of course.
Built a beautiful like wood, top and like sides so that I could slide my, front loader and dryer in so that it was gorgeous. But yeah, I'm already on my second washing machine in 2 years. I still have the same
Do you
dryer.
have a warranty?
They're just not made well anymore.
The warranty is like 9 seconds. No, not at all. So now,
Go to Tim's.
so I'm on my second. Well, the thing is, if I do a top loader, I have to rip out all the stuff that we did.
But then
Because
it
they're
gives you a
big.
new project to do with Super Dave.
Super Dave.
You're always looking for new shit
When
to
Super
do.
Dave is feeling better, he'll be
Right?
ready to go.
So when my washing machine that I have now, I had called one guy and he's like, "Oh, this is gonna be like a $700
Oh my
fix."
God.
Well, I'm like,
You're
"Well,
like,
that's a new washing machine." I'm like,
never
"No,
mind."
thanks.
Yeah.
So then I went to Tim's Appliance, and this is why I like Tim's Appliance. I go to Tim's Appliance and I tell him what the problem was, and I go, "I'm buying a speed queen. I'm ripping out everything inside my laundry closet, and I'm getting a speed queen." And he goes, "Wait, tell me what your washing machine is again." So I tell him, and it's like a GE. It's like super nice, right?
Yeah.
So he looks everything up. He goes, "Oh, I think I know what it is." He goes, "I'm going to charge you $75 for the guy to come out." He goes, "But I'm looking up the part, $200 all in. It's going to be fixed. It'll be like brand new." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "I'm almost positive." I'm like, "Okay."
I've seen this before.
And, and it was one of those things where he was like, "If I'm wrong, we'll work something out if you have to get the washing machine." Okay. Lo and behold, that guy
was
fixed
right.
it.
Tim
So the
knows
other
his
dude
shit.
just didn't want to deal with it at all.
Yeah.
Tim's with 2 M's.
Yeah.
Tim's with 2 M's.
Tim knows his shit.
He does know his shit.
So
Yeah.
now I really think it is falling apart. It's not every load, but when it's spinning, it sounds like a jet airplane is taking off
whoops.
inside, right? And it's going
Yeah.
to be that drum thing that,
Yeah.
of course, is a couple $100 to fix. You might as well just get a new washing
Yeah.
machine. But I'm waiting till it fucking breaks. Like, it's
No,
got to go
I'm
down.
with you. So Barry's, when he's not traveling and he's at home, his office is downstairs and the laundry room is adjacent. And we've got like, it sounds the craziest sound from our dryer.
Yeah.
And he said, "I cannot handle this anymore." So that's what
That's
I'm-
your project.
That's my
Call
project.
Tim's. The lady that answers the phone. Hello, Tim's. Just FYI.
Yeah.
She
prepared.
puts you. She's kind of like their guard dog, I think.
Okay, she's
And
not
you're like-
messing around.
Yeah, and you're like, "Hi, can I?" Yeah.
Yeah. She wants to make sure you're not kicking tires.
I kind of like that though.
You want
Yeah.
to kick tires,
Yeah.
go to
She
Lowe's
wants to
and
get
Home
right
Depot.
to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for this, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does not
Yeah.
have time for
Yeah.
a lot of customer
And
service.
she's
I
about
like that.
4 feet tall. Like,
Is
she's
she?
Like, oh, yeah.
I've never
she's
met her.
so tiny.
Oh, she sounds
That
like
fits.
Oh,
that
yeah.
tracks.
Fits.
That
Oh,
tracks.
yeah. She's so
Yeah.
tiny.
Grand.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome.
But there's really a tip.
yeah, and then they never can quite hear you. So
Yeah.
I'm like, is it my cell reception or is it your shitty phone? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But anyway, always
going
on
to Tim's.
point when they.
No, that's where you gotta
we've
go.
had our stuff fixed.
Okay.
Because one time,
Good to know.
it was like a thing with our washer. They come out like the next day, if not the same.
No, and that whole thing, my parents went and got their appliances for their kitchen.
At Tim's?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they do more than washer. and
I'm
dryer?
hard.
Oh,
campaigning
yeah.
for-
Refrigerators, ranges,
Damn,
all the things.
We're doing a whole commercial for
I know.
Tim's, I'm pretty sure you're going to need to
Damn.
start paying for this. I need a new washing machine.
right. Shit. They
Tim's,
probably
I'm
don't.
coming in. What you got for
Yeah,
you?
right. Damn.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm hard campaigning to get the speed queen at Tim's.
But the thing is, Speed Queen, yes, 100%. I've heard great things about it. But the fact when you have the hometown appliance store,
like that.
where the people know what they're doing,
Yeah.
Yes.
they don't bullshit you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I remember when I got the washing machine I have now, I researched the one I wanted.
Yeah.
And I knew I could get it from like Lowe's or Home Depot, but they don't. It's not on the floor. The lady told me, like Samsung and LG, which is the shit that you should not buy.
Right.
They pay to have their stuff on the floor
Yes.
Oh, makes
at those stores.
sense.
So they pay extra money. So that's what you see when you walk
Yep.
in. And I'm like, but this is, I know I can order it from you. She's
Yeah.
like, oh no, you can order it from me. You're just not going to see it on the floor.
Oh.
It's such a
makes
racket,
sense.
the whole thing.
Right?
In when you buy all that stuff, and we were told with our dishwasher, I think we have a KitchenAid. We have a
Yeah.
KitchenAid dishwasher because they said not to buy any of that other crap.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Bosch is the other
Yeah,
one that's
Bosch
good.
is good because it's
So,
quiet.
so when we moved into our house, brand new Bosch was in there. It took a shit pretty fast.
Is it
So-
all the digital stuff? Is that
I think
what's screwing
everything is just
up?
too technical.
Too much
Right?
crap can go wrong.
How old do we sound right now, you guys?
I know.
A
Let's talk
bazillion
about-
years old.
Let's talk about some
They don't
good
make them
shit.
like they used to.
I need more
Oh my
wine.
God.
All
Oh,
right.
let's talk about a little Blake Lively.
I
action.
know.
You
I
guys-
love
okay.
that Jody's so
I
into this.
need to know.
I
'cause
mean,
What
I-
is your
I'm-
theory? Give me
I
your
think
theories.
she got feelings. I think Ryan's just a.
jealous.
I think Ryan's a beady eye. Now I used to love her. I used to love him.
Right.
You think he's jelly?
I think he's so jealous. I think he
Yes.
had a vendetta to go after the guy that
So
his
now
wife
you think
caught.
it's him?
I think he's
behind
the
it all.
source of it all.
Okay.
I really
I had
do.
to stop looking, talking, thinking about that because it was infesting my feed and I couldn't
Yeah.
stand it anymore. Because everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks they know what's going on. And I was like, I hate these two fuckers now. I
Right.
don't want to hear about
Exactly.
it.
Right?
And
the-
the more you watch, the more it's popping up all the time.
Well, and there's people who are really good at telling like hard news that are so invested in this whole situation because their
team of
mind
crew
is blown,
researching.
right? So there's a whole new thing. So I guess Marvel and like Comic-Con and everything, when one of those movies come out, they do special artwork and there's like these special books. And then they'll meet with the creators, they'll meet with the characters, whatever. And they get to write up certain things. Now, I'm not even going to admit whose podcast I was listening to, but I was very enthralled because I had to listen to it.
I might know whose it is.
Okay. But so she,
Bethany.
huh?
Bethany?
No.
Oh.
So
CO.
yes. But I was like, this chick is getting the dirt all the time.
Yeah,
And like,
I
I
know.
don't want to admit that I'm listening to it. but
She's
I'm listening
working
to it.
hard.
She's working so hard. So anyways, someone like showed her this Comic-Con book and Ryan Reynolds is in there and he's basic. Did you listen to this?
Yes.
Breaking down
I'm
that
breaking
like
stuff over here.
nice pool and like the dog and everything. It's almost like he wrote out a journal of how he wanted to kill Justin Baldoni and how he did it in the film.
He's not right.
No,
I'm sad too because I fell for it.
right?
I fell for it all.
He's a Canadian. He
Well-
shouldn't be that nasty.
no.
It's the money and he's in the Illuminati.
yeah.
Katie
Hell
thinks
yeah,
he's
that
totally-
Illuminati.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the money and the power went to the brain.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what their life is like at home. They
No,
they
that's
put
true.
a pretty picture on Instagram, like
Yeah.
funny jokes, like, oh, look at these ugly pictures of my wife, and
yeah.
you know,
His last best movie was Just Friends.
Oh,
so
that's
long
yeah.
ago.
That says it. Well, that says it all.
It was so good though, right?
That was-
Yes,
that
but
was a very good movie.
That's beginning.
yeah.
I know. I liked him in the proposal.
That's when I
Oh,
felt.
yeah.
That's when I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
buying
He's
into
hot.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I liked the Christmas movie that he did with Will Ferrell. I don't remember what it was called.
I
Like
didn't see-
Kringle or something.
I loved the Adam Project. Did you see the Adam Project?
No,
it was,
that was a good movie. It was.
Wait,
it
was
a
that
good-
when he was in a video game?
Nope, that's Fine Guy or no, it's not
Yeah.
Fine Guy.
Adam Project is like a time travel thing,
Yeah.
and I felt that's when I was
It's
like,
a,
oh,
it's
he's
a
so
heart
funny.
jerker. Yeah,
Oh.
No,
free
he's
guy.
not.
It's
He's-
free guy.
Free guy?
He's
Okay.
a controlling jackass.
Yes,
Am I allowed to say that?
yes.
on here?
You can say all the
whatever
things
you
on this
want.
podcast.
Um,
And I'm
okay,
just happy
can we
that
talk
I'm not the only
about-
one that listens to her podcast. To
Can
find
we
out
talk
all the
about
shit.
Blake,
in.
though? You don't think she has any part of this? You
Well,
think she's just
okay. She's
I think she's kind of a
not
bitch.
innocent.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
No, because we're all watching those interviews. Very
Those old
different now.
interviews.
So
and I
however
wasn't
they
born in a
clip
cage
it,
or
right?
whatever.
Yeah, however they clip it is definitely not on her side.
No.
But at the same time, you can't clip a bitch. Like you can clip a bitch. In every clip, she is a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And just
And like shitting on her
So-
co-stars and the person who's interviewing her, like so disrespectful.
You know who I feel bad for? Her older sister, Robin.
who seems so nice.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Teen Witch when you were younger?
A little
No.
bit. I
Oh
didn't
my-
watch it faithfully, but I mean,
That movie was my favorite.
Teen Witch.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
I thought it was a series. It wasn't a series.
No,
It was
no,
a
no,
movie.
no.
Oh,
You're thinking
then
of
I'm-
like a TV show that came way after that. Teen Witch was probably like 86,
that I did not see that.
87. Google it, Kelsey.
We didn't have TV then, Katie.
89.
I turned on to black and white in my room with Facts of Life.
Yes.
I can remember I would go to the video store with my friend Robin Aquaviva, and we would rent that out like religiously.
What, Facts of
I need
Life?
to watch it
No,
now.
Oh.
Teen Witch with Robin.
We need
Lively.
to watch Teen Witch now.
Oh, it's gonna be a whole day.
The night
Furs,
we go with
jewels,
the
we're
furs
just
and the
adding
leather
on to our
furs,
fun
the
day.
furs.
We got
Oh.
a big day.
If you enjoy our banter as much as we do, show us some love. Like, rate, follow, and share us with your soul sisters, your friends, acquaintances, random strangers on the street, your mortal enemy, and your family. And hey, tell us what you want our next episode to be about. It's like it's girls' night, but it's for all of us. Cheers to laughter, insights, and moments that matter. Let's keep this party going.
50's not old anymore.
We got stuff to do.
yeah, it's young.
We've got
It's young,
grandbabies
young.
to hold and all the stuff.
I hope not anytime soon.
No, not anytime soon.
Yeah.
But I hear that's the best thing ever.
I did hear that too. I have a couple friends with grandkids, and they are just like, it is a love that you'll never experience.
Yep.
Well,
and
it's funny.
I want that.
Right? I do too. So I'll tell a story about something from my childhood, and my daughter will be like, I can't imagine Papa being that way. I go, kid, you're around too. I'm like, it's very different. I go, at that time, he was focused. Like, he needed to, like, figure out how he was going to pay for things. He was going to have two
Different
girls
money.
going to college at the same time, getting
Yeah.
married at the
Yeah.
same time. Like, everything my sister and I did was, like, anywhere from 2 to 4 years apart, you know?
Totally
So-
different mode.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Grandparents is just fun patrol.
Yes.
Like, we're going to have chocolate cake for breakfast.
Right. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. You're the most gorgeous, best thing that ever
Ever.
happened.
Yep.
Yes.
And then night night.
And then goodbye.
Yeah. It's time to
Nana
drop you
needs
off.
a wine.
I got to go play pickleball. Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's the thing is that Kylie will probably just be like, well, we have to pick the kids up from my mom and dad's by like 6:30 because they're gonna be popping bottles.
Yes. We have a
That's
curfew.
what I'm
Me
talking
going
about.
so we always talk about how our retirement homes are gonna be connected by like a skywalk bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That's the dream.
So
And it
Kylie will
can't be
like,
too far off because we don't want to not be able to do this.
I want to be able to do
Also,
all the things.
Yeah.
We
I wanna
don't.
do all
I
the
don't. I don't
things.
need to walk in the snow. I'm not trying to trip or
No.
drive drunk.
It's
yeah.
going to be warm. We're going to have cocktails, all those
All
things.
I want to go by bike, golf cart,
right.
Yes.
moped.
Where do you and Barry want to retire?
I want Florida or Hilton Head.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never been to
Does he
Hilton
agree with you?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just in Hilton Head. You
Yeah.
would love it.
Really?
It's golf. It's
Okay.
pickleball. It's tennis. It's water. It's sun. It's beach. It's all the things.
Head. Okay.
Okay.
You would love it.
You
And
could
it's-
probably do a little bit more year round there too, because it's not
Yeah.
as like deep south.
You could bring some warmer coats.
Yeah.
Some cutesy
Okay.
coats. Yeah.
Your furs.
My furs. You
Just-
could do a
just-
fall fur.
Just January, February 1st.
Yeah.
Then you
Yes,
put them away.
that's all we really need is just to get away from here.
And it's
January, February.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I can be in it for St. Patrick's Day,
Yes.
Yeah.
Easter.
Yeah.
Then you have some holidays coming up.
And
Mother's
it's-
Day.
It's perfect. Yeah.
That would be my ideal. Leave after New Year's
Yeah.
and then come home right before Mother's Day.
Boom.
Just show up on Kylie's front porch.
Let's do it.
I'm here for my stuff.
Yes. Yes.
But
Mama's home.
Here's your Easter basket.
But once she becomes a mother, then it's respect for her that it's time for her to be spoiled.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta help her.
Absolutely.
Until you're a mom, you have to spoil me. Once you're a mom, then you get to be spoiled by your family.
Yes.
You
I
know?
agree.
So
Right.
That's a good distinction too, because I've seen a lot of stuff, a lot of talk about that lately.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I guess maybe just knowing from like personal experience, I feel for Mother's Day, once you become a mother, it is about your people celebrating you as a mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me a call, send me some flowers, whatever,
Yeah.
But then dad will still pamper me because I'm the one that,
Yep.
together we
dad.
made me a mom.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
What have you heard online or wherever about?
Oh,
On the
there's
pages.
on
Did
the
you see this on
pages.
the pages?
They talk about that on the
On
pages.
the news.
On the pages last year, they talked about that a lot. Like, why am I not getting all the love as the younger moms and the older moms? And, I mean, it's a weird thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is most deserving of the love?
Mr.
getting
Nugget.
Mr. Nugget.
He just gave me a. I think all the moms, though.
All
I mean,
the moms are. I'm
all
not
the
saying
moms
that like
are.
you don't like,
Yeah.
give love to your mom, but but once you become a mom, I don't know. Like I want to spend that day with the people that made me a mom.
I think as moms, we just gravitate towards like, oh, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know? I mean, that's just how we
I'd rather
are.
be with my kids.
Yeah.
Same.
For sure.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one day out of 365. It is the one day that my husband and my child will do all the cooking and not leave a mess.
Oh.
They will do all the planning and not ask me any questions.
That's the best.
the
That is
only
the
thing I
best.
want for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
They don't do it for my birthday. They don't do it for Christmas. They do it for Mother's Day.
That's the best.
And it's like, if this is the day that you're spoiling me and I get one, sorry, I'm not spoiling anybody else. I'm taking all the
of course
spoils.
not. That's
Right.
full on passenger princess.
Yes.
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 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm the big toe of my family. That's what we call it, the big toe. So the big toe plans everything, organizes everything, and the rest of the toes just get to come along for the ride.
I did not know this phrase.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one.
Okay.
So when we're doing something, like we were in Vegas and we didn't have a dinner reservation and everybody was panicking. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me this before we left? I would have had this already organized.
Yeah.
And Chris goes, well, big toe, it's up to you. Well, tell you what, within 25 minutes, I had a reservation for 7 people at this
course you
amazing
did.
Mediterranean restaurant.
Of
I had the
course.
best lamb chops of my life. And it was perfect. It was great.
That's how
Awesome.
we do.
That's how we do. I walked in, I had a conversation with somebody, and the next thing you know, we got a drink at the bar, and then we were seated at our table.
There you go.
Big toe at
Were
work.
you like,
Yep.
I should have had a fur and some jewels on.
Mama's got this?
Because that's how we do. Glow Medical Spa is Mid-Michigan's premier med spa for skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. The trained nurses and estheticians at Glow specialize in non-invasive facial aesthetics such as toxins, fillers, and lasers. Glow is ranked in the top 1% of all providers in the U.S. for Botox and filler, as well as Black Diamond Icon status for Hydrofacial.
Glow Body specializes in body contouring with Ensculpt Neo, Emcella, weight loss clinic, and therapeutic massage. Book an appointment today at glow-skinspa.com.
We're at the question portion
Oh boy.
of our podcast. So I have a question. Do you have any
Look
questions
at
for
what's
us?
happened here.
There you go. You have to do nothing, Jodi, except answer the questions.
I just
So we do like a lightning round. It's sort of at the end.
Yeah. So we just ask each other questions. But if you have any questions for us, bring them on. It's okay if the answer is no.
We put her on the spot. You
We
can
did.
think about it. Let us ask.
You hear some
Okay.
of our questions. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
if you
give
want to
me-
fire
give me
back.
some.
Here's my question for the both of you. I'm going to ask Jodi first.
Okay.
Do you think Taylor Swift was really booed at the Super Bowl, or do you think that like
these kind of questions.
yeah, you do or you don't?
I do.
Yeah. Do you think she was really booed, or do you think it was just kind of like played up on social media?
I think it was played up on social media.
Okay. How do you feel about this, Miko, as the Swiftie that you are?
I am a big Swiftie. I don't know. We know.
I am as well.
Okay. Okay. I didn't hear the booze live because I watched it. Oh my God.
the
If you
door
wanted to
opened.
come over here, you could.
I didn't hear the booze loud. I think it was played up as well.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Haters
So-
gonna hate.
Haters gonna
Like,
hate.
you know what? She's like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I just made $10 billion this year.
Yes.
And
so
I
you
sold
can
this
fuck all the
motherfucker
way
out.
off. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
you
put
didn't-
Travis Matthew or Travis Kelsey
Golf
on
brand
the
or football
map.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know,
Growed
but
his
it is-
hair, got him
Yeah.
some style.
Okay,
That
but can we
outfit.
talk about his outfit?
You know
It
that
looked like
shit
he-
costs like
I don't care how
gazillions
much it
of
costs.
dollars.
It looks like he was getting ready to sell drugs
Yeah,
and be in
it
a
was.
Dirk Diggler video.
He should have brought "In Case I Lost" outfit.
Yes.
After.
Because then he had to like
Yeah.
do a sad walk back to
I
the suite
know.
post game.
I know.
That
I did.
I
feel
would have
bad.
been like, honey, see you at home. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't have done the sad walk back to the
No.
thing.
Yeah, that was sad, but I was happy for my EAGLES.
I was so happy. They came with a vengeance.
Oh, yeah,
They're
they-
like, you're
they
not
meant
doing this to
business.
us again.
Yeah.
We're bringing some grit from Philadelphia and we're
Yep.
making this happen.
So I don't know how many people spelled Eagles wrong when they were trying to chant that cheer, but too
I
many.
saw it.
Too many Philadelphians.
I saw it.
And from a person who used to live in Philadelphia,
Yeah.
I shame you. That is terrible.
That-
Including their mayor.
Get your crap together.
Did you fucking see that?
I saw it. It was what was
She's
it?
like,
E just right to G.
G-L-E. And everyone's like, you're like, that's not how you're supposed to spell eagles.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Jodi, you are a current empty nester. We are empty nesters to be. Any advice?
I would say, it's hard.
Oh.
I mean, the ugly crying that can happen.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I would say make sure you have stuff to do with your spouse. For sure. I mean, because girlfriends, yeah. But definitely have things to do together. Because you're both sad.
Yeah.
You're
So
both sad.
we're
It's
going to drop
hard.
my child off at school. And 2 weeks later, my husband's going to go on one of his crazy hunting trips where he's gone for 30 days.
And he's hardcore. He's serious.
He's hardcore. Like, he lives off the land, does the whole thing. So I have 30 days. So we're going to New York.
I like
so that's
that.
happening.
That's good.
Right?
That's
Jodi
good.
texted me today.
Yeah. I'm like, so
That's good.
what Miko doesn't realize is you signed up. Like, that was like, you signed up to be my best friend, bitch.
Yeah.
My shit is your shit.
Yeah.
So there's going to be you're on call for 30 days.
Okay.
Like, it's happening.
Let's
Well,
go.
and now, Jodi, you're on call for 30 days,
I'm in.
too.
I'm in.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And I don't understand these people who are like, I can't wait for my kids to move out.
No.
Who are
I
you?
haven't been
What-
alone like that since I was 22.
No.
22.
And if you don't want your kids around, you messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No kidding.
You screwed up with those kids.
No kidding.
I mean, I'm excited for phase 2. I am excited for phase 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, I'm like, I mean, especially as much as Chris travels, I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do?
I know.
All by my
I know.
lonesome.
I know.
I know. And phase 2 is fun. Phase 2 is absolutely fun, but when you have good kids, you just want to
Yeah,
be
you
with
wanna be-
them.
hang
and they're
out.
sad
Yeah.
and everything. So this is good. The New York City.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
Well, we have a podcast.
Mr. Nuggets.
Oh, Mr. Nugget's ready to be
Should
like
we get,
my one.
should
and
I
only.
get another dog?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
You should
'cause
never not get
Randy,
another dog.
He's here. I know he's here. He's a
Randy, we need another dog.
Jodi
No.
has
Two
two
thumbs
two
up.
Callies.
Yeah.
I feel like
Randy's
I need
about to have 3 thumbs up.
that. Yeah.
And what did I tell you? Their celebrity name is Skank.
Skink.
Hank and Scout. Their celebrity name is
Aw.
Skink. Yeah.
I know.
I
I,
love
want
that.
another golden.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you need another golden.
I know
For sure.
Our dog is. She doesn't love other dogs,
But
she
would if
loves
she
other
had a-
people.
If she had an everyday pal, she'd
well, she
be
did
excited.
Reagan.
That's not the same.
What do you mean?
Because Reagan was like a
We had
95-year-old.
We had another dog, Reagan, who died 2 years ago. I know.
sorry, it's
she
so
was
hard.
a cavalier.
She was a curmudgeon.
She was a curmudgeon.
What if you get another golden?
That's what you
know.
need.
Goldens love goldens.
Goldens
and
do
they're
love
just so,
that
like,
stuff
They're like
shows up
fluffy
in my
baby.
feed all the time.
Yeah.
We're like, your golden is like
Will you give me a
sad
name
and,
of a
like,
breeder?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
done.
Snap.
All right.
Okay.
Do you like the English cream?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Jodi, are you Team Blake or Team Justin?
Oh, Team Justin.
And why?
I used to love Blake.
I
and
know.
she's so mean girl now.
do you think?
She's I just heard Candace said she girl bossed too close to the sun.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's kind of a big line. Do you think Blake emasculated him, or was he already emasculated? Justin.
He's a little sensitive.
Exactly.
He's
is.
a lot for me.
He's a lot.
He's gorgeous, but
Yeah.
he's too much.
Can
I
you
mean,
imagine, like, being in your 20s and dating somebody? I'd be like,
You're
you're
exhausting me."
annoying. That is
do you want
so
to just do it or
fucking
not?
deep.
Right.
I mean,
right?
yeah.
Be hot or man up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
No, I got you.
Like, do you like boys? Just tell me
Yes.
right now. We might need to cut that.
He's too much.
But like, he's so emasculated to the point where you're like, I'm not sure you're actually a man.
Yeah. Take
No,
off
but
your
he's,
shirt.
he's very sweet to his girls. Like, I watched this video
Okay.
where like he cut his hair for.
I did see that.
Yeah, like for wigs.
Lax
Yeah.
for love.
Yes. And it was
That's
very
nice.
sweet, just the way that he was like talking to his kids. It was darling.
I think that's great.
you know.
He's
But
a
also,
lot, though.
he's a
Where my
lot.
my husband was like, "How far can you fly?" And we're just like tossing my kid across
And
the
that's
room.
great. But at the same time, when he's sending her a voice text at 2 a.m. and he's like, "Hey, Blake,
No,
And he sounds like the
so sorry."
he sounds like
a 1-900 call.
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Slash
you know, also he sounds
Anthony
like
Hopkins.
what's his name, Blake's old boyfriend.
Who's her old boyfriend?
Oh, the guy
Ken
from Gossip
from
Girl.
Gossip Girl.
Oh,
He plays Joe.
Yes,
in
Yes.
you.
That sounds
Is it
like
Hey
you.
You?
It sounds like you.
Yes.
She's got a type.
Yes. She does.
Well,
that was
but-
her old love interest?
Oh yeah. So her MO is being with her leading man.
Okay. I didn't know that she and Penn
Yes.
actually worked together for a long time.
And
The guy on Age of Adeline as well. There was a very brief thing with him as
Really?
well.
That was a good movie. That was
was
my
like-
favorite movie of hers.
That
Same.
is my favorite
Same.
movie of hers too.
I would agree. Same.
Mm-hmm.
Although she played this crazy character in this movie, Savages. Did you ever see it? I don't think
I've
it was
heard that's
very
wild.
It wasn't very popular. It is so wild. There's lots of threesomes and everything, but it's a good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Don't
how we
watch
all
it with
went.
your kids.
No, I haven't seen
Okay, speaking of not, I'm verging off. I watched Baby Girl. Have you heard like all the hype about the movie Baby Girl
I
with
need to
Nicole
see that.
Kidman?
I need to see
No, don't waste your money. Wait till you don't have to pay for it.
Why?
Wah, wah, wah. It was weird.
Do you think you would have watched it better if you would have watched it with Chris?
No.
Oh.
I
No.
heard to never watch it in a theater with people.
Yeah, I mean,
It would have been awkward to watch in a theater with people. Literally, like it opens with her having sex and not getting an orgasm from her husband. So going into her office and basically having a home game, like with this weird wiggle thing that she was doing on the floor, and would watch like dominatrix kind of videos where someone's
That's
like
the
being
opening?
like, that's the opener of the film.
Okay.
So I was like,
Okay, Motley Crue.
so right? So Chris and Kylie were at a hockey game. So I'm like, okay, I'm down. I got 3 hours to
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this movie with anybody else. So I'm gonna watch it
No.
myself. I was disappointed. I feel like there was too much hype because there's all this press about her having orgasms and like having to stop.
Yeah.
You know, to like, oh my God, I need to take a break. I mean, I'm not really sure when all those
Where did the
orgasms
milk
happened.
drinking take place?
So there's two
And
milk
did she
drinking
drink
situations.
raw milk?
No.
Vitamin D?
One, he's like testing her. There's not enough backstory to say how this young intern could control her. There's not
Okay.
enough backstory.
Oh.
You're not a boss woman. Basically, like you're not the CEO of Amazon is basically how they're playing it out to be. And then all of a sudden this random intern is sending you a glass of milk during a work party and you're chugging it because he's told you to in a text message. No, there's no.
So it went from like A to Z right
Yeah,
away?
it was so weird. I don't know.
Okay.
It was very
So you
weird.
give it like
But
2 stars?
Yeah, I'll give you 2 stars. I'm going to tell you, don't spend $20 to rent
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Wait till it's on HBO Max.
I feel like I might just because now I'm intrigued.
Same.
There is a point, like there's this one scene where he's like dancing to, fuck, I can't remember.
Oh, I
the
saw
song.
the Instagram.
Father figure.
Yes. I will be your
your
father, baby. Yeah, so George Michael.
And he had
Yeah.
like no shirt on.
no shirt on. He's got some weird tattoos. I wonder if they're really his tattoos. He's got a chain
He's
on.
not. He's also not that cute.
He's not that cute. In that scene and knowing how they've been like making this love nest in this
Yeah.
suite, I'm like, okay,
Wait,
this would
what
be
love
this would
nest?
be kind of hot. Literally, like she ditched her family, and like hung out with him in like this hotel suite for a couple days.
In a love nest. I like this phrase.
Okay. Did
Love
they
nest.
eat?
He made her lap milk like a kitty cat out of a little dish. Other than
That's
that, I'm
when
not
the
really
milk
sure what
came
they
in.
ate. But like he convinced her to go to like seedy hotels in New York City. She's like as their first meetup. I call bullshit. Not
Yeah,
happening.
no,
She
Not
needed to
happening.
be dominated.
There's
was
not
probably her
enough
wishes.
backstory. There's not enough backstory.
Oh,
It should have
oh.
been a series. Sorry,
They should have
maybe
maybe-
it should have been a
good call.
series.
Maybe they should have had a flashback to like her childhood and how
she makes one comment how she grew up in a cult.
He needed a series. I think
You
Yeah, we
needed
need-
a
I need a-
series.
we need the
that
backstory.
That was a teaser and not enough backstory.
There's not enough shows, books, anything about the cult thing. Have you read Archer's Voice or Becoming Calder? Mia Sheridan? Cult.
Oh, wait. I need to put it on my list.
But we have a theory that me and Super Dave, if the cult was right, we would join.
Is it a good cult?
So, did you watch the Nexium cult documentary?
Not.
Okay,
It's good.
So it starts off where it's just kind of like uplifting and like making you your better self.
Where you're like, I'm in.
I'm
Yes.
in. And
This
like you
is
get to
playing.
achieve
Yes.
these new scarves that like you get to like the next level. And then my dad and I joke like, oh, we would be competing like, well, I
would
got the yellow
too.
scarf before you got the yellow scarf.
I would too.
But then we would have been separated if, what's his name? Gay Rainier? It's not. It's something like that.
Oh,
Something Rainier.
yeah. Is it Craig?
Yeah. Anyways, ugly ass dude that was in charge of this whole thing would like handpick certain girls, and he would like carve his initials like inside of your thigh.
I'd have been
Yeah.
vying for this.
Yeah.
You know-
He had celebrity. So do you remember the actress Catherine Oxenberg?
Yes.
Or she was also a princess.
Yes.
Her daughter was involved. Keith Raniere.
Keith Raniere.
That's his name.
Yes. So, but she was involved.
But she
in
was
it
involved
too.
very heavily to
Where
the
can I
point
watch
where you can watch,
HBO,
search it. Yeah.
Cinemax, whatever.
It's
that
NXIVM. Nexium.
dude, you'll get sucked.
It
in.
is crazy ass.
And then
he's in
text me
prison.
and tell me I would have been in the first stages because I would have been sold.
He's still in prison, and to this day, people are outside his prison cell like, Keith, you're the best.
He talks in fucking circles. He makes no sense whatsoever.
He's so like
he surrounded himself with other smart people.
Well, he also proclaimed himself as a philosopher, and all these cult leaders also proclaim like themselves as Jesus, of sorts, right? And so they're like, I am the leader. You need to follow me, and what I'm say,
different.
yes, what I say goes. And I have been called upon in my brain by whoever.
What's that weird
I
cult
need
where
to-
like the lady thought she was like the mother of God and then she died and then they kept
Yeah.
her corpse in the bed?
Right, and she was silver.
Yeah, that was.
She
so
drank
bizarre.
all this like.
Yeah, you have to read that book.
Okay, what
Okay,
is it called
what is
again?
it called again?
Becoming Calder by Mia Sheridan. It's
Okay.
romance, but they were in a cult.
Oh,
And they escaped the cult.
I'm writing
So
it down right
intrigued.
now.
Hook, line, and sinker.
so intrigued.
Becoming.
All right, Jodi, do you have a number one like health tactic, supplement, or something that you do every day that like it doesn't matter if you travel or whatever, you have to take it, you have to do it?
Oh, supplement would be, I have an organic bee complex that I take every day.
Okay, like
I
a B12?
Yep, a B12
Okay.
that I love. And I try to walk every day.
Okay, that's a good answer.
I try to walk every day.
Okay.
Sometimes
With your dogs or without?
walking with them is a whole different thing. So walking without them is fitness walk.
Yes.
Walking with them is a stopping every 2 seconds.
So do you walk outside or
Yeah.
do you okay?
I have
for
to
you.
put the things on my shoes. And
Oh, because it's like slippery out.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I did not even know that Jodi lived in Midland. Maybe we should have a
Come
walking
get me.
club.
I'm
Let's
in-
have a walking club.
come get
Yeah.
me.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. I'm always home.
Are you ready to transform your body and mind? Rebar Fitness Studio in Midland, Michigan is what you're looking for. Rebar isn't just a fitness studio, it's a community where strength meets serenity. Whether you're flowing through a yoga sequence, sculpting with bar, or unleashing your energy in a work or pound class, Rebar Fitness Studio offers something for everyone. Their expert instructors create an inspiring and supportive environment that will have you reaching your goals and loving every minute of it.
Elevate your fitness journey. Join Rebar Fitness Studio family today and discover the workout experience you've been waiting for. You can go to rebarmichigan.com and use code LHTT15 to receive 15% off a punch card or monthly membership.
We're the three best friends that
Anyone ever had? 3 best friends that anyone ever had.
Okay, my question is for both of you.
Okay.
Introvert or extrovert? And when I say this, where do you get your energy? Being around people or being alone?
I'm an extrovert 100%, and I do vibe being around people, but it doesn't always mean that I have to be the center of attention. So Chris and I had this conversation on the plane on our way home from New York. I recharge being there. The energy and everything from the city, like I love it. And maybe it's because I was born in the city. I don't know. But he very much is wilderness based, 100%. And he likes the city. I mean, don't let him fool you. I mean, he still goes, right? He loves a good Broadway show and a great meal. But yeah, no, I'm an extrovert, and I think I do recharge.
You recharge with people.
With people and plans and everything. But when I want to be alone, leave me alone. I will not submerge out of my home.
You could not be speaking my language more. I mean, if I could just say press play. Absolutely. Okay. I feel the same way. Absolutely. I recharge and I love to be with people, but when I'm alone, I'm alone. And what do you call that? Is that a hybrid?
Ambivert.
So you're both?
Amdivert or amivert? I don't know. Check me.
It's a new word for me.
Yeah. I don't mean to
both.
jump onto that.
Sometimes
but
you
I
can
am.
recharge from being with people, and sometimes you can recharge being alone. And I feel like I'm sort of that.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten older, I love being with people, and sometimes I just want to, at the end of a meeting or whatever, I want to go down to the lobby bar and just hang out and relax. But there are times that I just want to be alone.
At
But I
home
think that's
and
both.
just in bed.
Amnivert? Is it amnivert or ambivert?
I like that.
But
so sort of both.
But if I'm recharging alone, I kind of want to recharge alone. Like,
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Not
Exactly.
like come get in here with me.
No,
I mean,
no.
seriously, go away.
No. But one
I need
thing
the Real
I value,
Housewives of every city.
Yes.
Yeah.
in a row.
Yes. But one thing I enjoy about being friends with you is we can travel together, we can do all the things, but it's not like we have to have a constant conversation.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
fucking
Like we're
exhausting.
still hanging out, not saying a word.
Yep.
It's
You
like
know?
parallel play when you were had kids.
That's really important.
What's parallel play?
So when your kids play together but alone.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Got it.
No, I like that. And I like that it's okay to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be with you, but let's
Yes.
just be quiet.
I feel like the same way with your spouse, the same thing with your good friends. Like you don't have to, like we could drive on our way to the airport. We don't have to talk for 2 hours. Like it's totally fine. Like listening to a podcast, listening to music.
Please don't.
and having friends that are that way is just as important as having that with your spouse.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
That you can just like, you're going to TikTok and I'm going to read.
Yep.
Yeah. Love it.
Bye.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I'm ready for his attention to be on me, I'll make sure that he knows.
Of course. Always. Always.
Okay. So, do you believe? Wait, maybe I don't really know what I was writing here. This is what it says. I'm just
That
going to read
happens.
it. Maybe you can understand my thoughts. Fashion capsule garment or piece of jewelry that will never go out of style. Oh, so would you rather have like a piece of clothing that would never go out of style or a piece of jewelry that would never go out of style?
Oh, well, I have a piece of jewelry that will never go out of style.
What is
I
it?
should have brought it. I wish I had a picture of it. I have a 1988 Wonder Woman Chanel cuff.
What?
I wish when we go for
Yes.
Or fur day.
You'll
Yeah.
send a picture to Kelsey and we'll turn this into a reel.
I have a
Yeah. Pop it
I
up.
need to show.
Yeah.
It's so good. It is a big old. She's giant, and it is a gem, and it's quilted like this gold with the CC. That
Okay.
it's
you found
probably
it a
besides
long
my wedding set.
Yeah.
It's my treasured.
How long ago did you get it?
5 years ago.
Okay. Do you have it
Ooh.
insured?
It's on the insurance.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Good girl.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's mine.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. I was listening to the Mel Robbins podcast this morning, as I often do. And the topic was happiness and like a happiness mindset.
Okay.
And so it made me think, what makes your happiness? Like, what makes you happy?
My happy is when my people are around me and they're happy. Like you're just having like this good vibe with like everybody. And I don't want to say getting along like we don't normally get along, but everybody's just vibing off each other's energy.
Yeah.
And it's just good and you're going. That's what makes me so happy is like my people are with me and we're just gelling and we're vibing and we're happy.
Yeah.
And normally it's Christmas time because I have we call my husband Christmas Chris. And it's just we just, all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
What are we revisiting? Go.
Because well, but I don't have a nickname for Barry with Christmas Barry. Christmas Chris needs to meet Barry. Because if Christmas Chris loves
Mary
Christmas
Berry.
that much, yes,
Christmas Chris and Mary Berry.
they
Love
need to
it.
meet.
Okay.
When Jacob's with me,
Yeah.
it's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
No matter what, I can be all these other things, and be proud and be happy of all my success. But when Jacob's with you, I'm like,
Do you just have one kid?
yeah.
Yeah.
He gets all the love. He gets
I have one too.
everything.
Jodi. It's kismet. It is.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So that's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. I get
So
it.
what's yours?
Yeah. I mean, all of that, you know, I think the saying goes, you're only as happy as your most unhappy child.
Oh, that's so true.
Right? And so
Yes.
when everybody is home and sleeping and content and we've spent time together and just hanging out. Like
In
we're
their
planning our
nest.
summer vacation for the 4 of us.
Yes.
And now it's like, you know, it's down to like a week, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that.
Is it just the 4 of you or is the boyfriend
Well,
coming?
it might be 5.
That's okay.
That's okay.
As long, you know what? Everybody's happy. Everybody's
Yeah.
happy.
Everybody's happy. Yeah. And that 5th person, Zach, is part of our family too.
Yes.
He's
No, he
great.
Yeah.
And he's
great.
darling. Like, it's not like you'd be dreading it.
No,
Like, he's fantastic.
I love him. Yeah.
Yeah. Mamas want their chicks to be happy.
Yes. When all the chicks are in the nest.
Yeah.
that is
it's the
it.
best.
And so, yeah.
We can do all these other things, but
Yeah, nothing
somehow-
compares.
Yeah.
You always come back to that,
Yeah.
right?
And that's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of
it's
people like
great.
to act like that's not okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know who. That's terrible.
Well,
I
those
know.
people suck.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that is the most.
I
ultimate.
shoot it.
That's the ultimate.
Put it on the pages. I said it
the
sucks.
pages.
I love the pages. Full
All right,
circle back to
where
the
can we
pages.
find you? Tell us your Instagram. Tell
Harper
us.
J Vintage Design. Harper J Vintage Design on Instagram and Harper J Vintage Design. Oh my God, I can't say it. .com.
Okay,
Yes.
love
So,
it.
Could you say it for me? Sorry,
Harper
since I
J
can't say it.
Vintage Design.
Yes.
.com.
Vintage is a tough word when you've had a couple of sets. Not gonna lie.
Design with plural or singular?
Singular.
Singular.
Okay, got it.
Follow her on Instagram because
She's
she's
the-
gonna
the
let you
bomb.
know
Thank
when
you.
The
something
bomb.
new's on. And I'm telling you,
That she'll sell. It
So
sells out
fast.
fast.
Thank you.
So
Because we
fast.
don't have 10 of them.
Yeah.
We have one of them.
Yeah.
I have a
One
question.
of a kind.
One random question.
Yeah.
So if something doesn't sell, do you repurpose it into something new?
I love that. That's great. Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Or do you
Sometimes
keep
she
it?
sits out there just
Yeah.
chilling
Hanging out?
and I'm like, no one likes her as she is. Let's bring her back in. See what
Let's
we can do.
change her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you just keep her?
Oh, I've done that
Because she's
too.
personal.
I've done that as well.
Yeah.
Like I loved her the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, but I also have done that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do
Most
you make
ring-
rings?
Yes.
Oh.
When we do our,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll bring
okay.
them. I don't make very many because I'm really particular
Okay.
about how it needs to be
sits.
just right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I love it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
This
you.
was so
Thank
fun.
you.
Yes.
This was amazing.
Oh, my new friend Jodi.
Christmas Chris is gonna meet
Mary
Berry.
Merry Christmas.